Hi, Angel. How are you doing? How's your study, by the way? So yeah, somehow I miss this chest. I mean, like, it's better to mark this place. Hey Ali, how are you doing? Oh yeah, I wish you. You know why? Like, yeah, studying is most important. That's why it's like, yeah, try to do your best. About the topic of the stream, guys. You know what Mihoyo want to do in next update? So they want to keep new characters up to 42 days. So, like, as you know, like in the next patch, we are going to get Mavuika and Citlali. And both of them, like, usually, like, prior, like this, like, or like 5.3 and 5.2, 1, etc. The banners was like new character for each phase, right? Like, even this one. Oh, this one is not like this, of course, but let's say kinich and mualani. Mualani on the first phase, kinich on the second phase, and couple reruns. But starting from version 5.3, we're going to get two new characters on phase 1, and that phase, I mean first phase, will last for 42 days. That's crazy actually, you know why? Because it gives you a lot of chance to get the character if you want. Especially guys, if you're low on Primogems, you definitely can get, like, you will get more chances to get the character. Hey Sino, how are you doing? Hi Yoni. Actually, chasca is not so useless as I saw. Oh yeah, chasca is great. No. Like, let's say according to some leaks, like they both not only on the first phase, but also last for 42 days. So yeah, it means like you know, like at the moment they just like give us two new characters. It's still questionable, but it's like reliable sources, let's say, and that's actually crazy news because now you can get the character you want, and also it will not change the system totally, because it's the same system, but the new characters, let's say brand new characters, it doesn't mean like new characters for your account, it means like brand new characters for the game will last for 2 days. Also it means like we're going to get new characters on phase 1 always, you know. So it's like Madam Pink or that ghost girl from Inazuma. So yeah, it would be nice to get something like that actually. It's great if you ask me. That's crazy actually. You know why? Actually, overall, if you ask me, that's a good move because it doesn't destroy your system, I mean Vishik system, right? And at the same time, the players who joins the game, or maybe like take a pause or rest, something like that, you know, or maybe you don't have enough Primogems, but you know you can get enough within full version, so you can get the character. That's crazy actually, and it's like unexpected, I would say, because you know why? And why not? They can, like, yeah, that's crazy actually, because if you want to get arlecchino, you can decide, it's better to go for mavuika or arlecchino, because you know guys, if you ask me, I wouldn't suggest you to go for arlecchino, because mavuika is going to be crazy, especially her charge attack. I mean, if you don't know, her charge attack, like, oh, by the way, as you know guys, like mavuika gets, instead of getting some nerf, she gets buff. That's crazy, because at the moment mavuika is so powerful, so even if Hoyo decrease her power, her damage power by 50%, she still will be valuable, you know. Just imagine 50%. So yeah, now she's crazy, but instead of nerfing her, they buff her, her second constellation. That's crazy. Also guys, like, if you don't know, Chasca's charge attacks going to be just insanely crazy, because affixes, I mean the buff she gets after using her burst, it's about 500%. And you can do about like maybe 6 or 7 charge attacks, within 7 seconds after burst. You know, doesn't what it means? Like it means like her own buff. It doesn't mean like any other buffs. Let's say double pyro, it means additional 25 points, 25% attack. So yeah, it doesn't mean any external buff. It only means her own, like it's about 500%. That's crazy actually. Because let's say with the charge attack, on top of that like 1 million damage, let's say in quad, you know, like she can do like ton of damage with the charge attack. That's crazy. I'm sorry if I missed some questions. So yeah, okay. Now let's. Hi, hey Ali. Hi, Xianyun. How are you doing, guys? Thanks for joining. Really? Okay, mavuika looks bad. Oh yeah, actually yes. The only problem is, you know what? Like, she is like a little bit weird. Still, I think she's a little bit weird with that bike. Today I saw a couple footages, videos about like how she flies. By the way, as you know, like if you have ororon, you can like use his spacebar, and then actually this one is kinda non-stop. You know, like kinda non-stop within natlan because it uses phlogiston. Mavuika can fly up to 3 seconds at cancellation 0. I'm sorry, not 3 seconds. It's about maybe couple seconds, something like that. It's not for a long time. It's not like chasca. But if you play mavuika and chasca at the same team, so yeah, it's way better than ororon and chasca. When if you remember, like I did the test when I flew from this point like to this point, so something like that. It's a huge distance actually. So yeah, mavuika will be way more easy to use in this case. And by the way, you can use, if you don't have chasca, you can use ororon and mavuika. That's crazy. Alright, let me just... Who said that? I mean, either of them are good. I will be happy to get either Granny or Mommy mavuika. I mean, like, you know what, Ali, if you ask me, I would suggest you to go for mavuika anyway. Because arlecchino actually it's a little bit difficult to use. Even though she doesn't rely on her burst is like important part of her kit because of healing, you know. You cannot be healed outside. You either need to use a shield, in this case, or something like that. Why Citlali might be great for arlecchino? It's because Citlali, on top of that application, like cryo application, actually not a bad cryo application, which scales on elemental mastery, also gives you a shield. Because of that, she's great for arlecchino. You can completely ignore Xianyun in this case, you know. So yeah, you can go like double pyro, Xilonen, right? Double pyro and cryo. But still, I wouldn't suggest you to go for Citlali immediately. Mavuika, yes. Citlali, I would say it's wait a little bit. You know why? Maybe, just maybe, she can be in a standard banner. Who knows? I mean, like, it's still questionable. I don't believe in that because she's actually quite powerful and with great application. She is going to be like, not only great application, by the way. She's a Cinder City like wielder. She can use Cinder City set. Also, she gives you Red Shed 20%, Pyro and Hydro. It means she is kinda, if you can even compare her with Xilonen. Xilonen gives you 40% elemental damage bonus and 36% Red Shed for like Fek elements and Geo. But Citlali can give you 40% elemental damage bonus and 20% Red Shed for Hydra and Pyro. So yeah, on top of that, you can do Melt. And Melt is a huge amount of damage. So in case of damage, I would say Citlali for arlecchino for melting might be better than Xilonen, you know? But still, we need to do some tests, you know, gameplay, like it's still like questionable. But in my opinion, it's like according to the game, like formulas, like something like that, it should be something like this. Oh my, I missed a lot of questions. Sorry guys, so yeah. Hey Lucas, how are you doing? But how will it be like 4 banners at once? Yeah, kinda like this. It's like not 4 banners, it's like, yeah, 4 banners at once. But we'll see, Yoni, like, oh, it's great news.
Sometimes a shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move forward with blind ambition.
That's alright, Lucas. That's completely okay. Like, it's like, if you have any question, by the way, I watched the videos you told me about. Maybe I will write some, like, by the way, I watched that videos back then. Like, yeah, like, when that first happened. So yeah, because like it's not the first and second, by the way. Like recently we got the same issue with that Hoyo CEO when someone attacked his car, by the way, when he was in California, if I'm not mistaken, something like that. It like, bro, I don't know, I don't remember exactly what happened, but still, it's happened. That's all right. It was on a Twitter. How much mom is in Phase 5? Yes, actually yes, crazy amount of characters, not gonna lie. Yes, like Diana go for
Someone
arlecchino.
told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos?
Oh yeah, actually yes, Citlali is not
Who
bad
else
because
is
of
there?
shielding. By the way, not
thought I
only
was the
for
only one.
arlecchino, you can use with Neuvillette as well. Since she provides a shield, Neuvillette can like do self-healing. You also can use like mavuika, Citlali, Neuvillette and Furina, for example. Not a bad team, I would say, but still, it's a little bit like, yeah, we should check it because you know, like that Hydro, Reshet and Pyro, quite kind of weird if you ask me, because like she is like Citlali looks like a superconduct character because she is cryo, and also she can use Cinder City, but you know, but instead of that, she just like shed Hydro and Pyro by 20%. I don't know like how it will work, but we'll see. Hey Dreamers, how are you doing? Hi Andy, how are you doing? Okay, like I'm catch the... So yeah, about the car, so yeah, you can easily like, let's say wait a little bit. Yeah, we should get like official info about that 42 days. But most likely it's official, and actually it's like, if you ask me, it's not even like destroy the gacha system, I mean like that wishing system. You know why? Because who cares about that 42 days? Let it be. Actually it's great because it's brand new characters, but just keep that in mind, it's only for a brand new characters. It's not the characters for your account. So yeah, let's say Chlorine, even though I don't have Chlorine, she will be like, yeah, that banner will last for 21 days as usual. And it means we're going to get new characters on phase 1 always, like from like starting from version 5.3. On top of that, they buffed like mavuika a little bit if you like want to get Constellation 2. So yeah, Constellation 2 buffed a little bit instead of nerf, by the way. You know why? Because she is so powerful. Actually, she should, if you ask me, mavuika should be nerfed by a lot, by 50% at least. You know why? Because she is incredibly powerful. Her charge attack, as I mentioned before, like, yes, it's just incredible damage. You know, like what? You don't even need, let's say, yes, charge attack damage depends on how many fighting spirit you get. So yeah, if you get 100, you can do decent amount of burst, and on top of that, after that, you can do like about like 6 to 7 charge attack. It's like you're spinning on that bike, by the way, because it applies, I mean, that damage buff. It calls like motion value affixes. I usually call it affixes. It's kind of like the buff you get, you know. So yeah, and you just do some spinning because the charge attack on that bike is just spinning. It applies only for like bike, not for her claymore. Just keep that in mind. So yeah, in that claymore state, she doesn't deal so much damage. So yeah, she's like ordinary claymore character. But bike is like completely different story. So yeah, that bike kinda, I don't know why bike actually, if you ask me. You know why? Maybe it should be something different. Because yeah, like chasca is okay. She uses, yes, chasca is also actually questionable because like yeah. Hey Tachi, wait, what? Furina not coming in 5. No, most likely no, but no, Itachi, like we're not going to get Furina in, like it's going to be arlecchino,
and the smoke might suffocate.
Citlali, Chlorine. But yeah, like it's still, I wouldn't suggest you to go for arlecchino, and you just like know why. Since the banner lasts for 42 days, you can do the test, both of them by the way. And I would say mavuika will be way better in any team comps. I mean like, yes, arlecchino is a little bit different. You need some fighting spirit like that Night Soul points, you know, for mavuika. But still, even without that, mavuika can consume up to 80 points by herself. It means you need maybe one additional character, I mean natlan character, to get a little bit more. Let's say up to 140, 150. I think it's more than enough. I mean like yeah, 200 gives you more damage, definitely, like burst damage, after that normal attacks damage for 7 seconds. But still, it lasts like, I mean like that cooldown for her burst, it's 18 seconds. They maybe might increase that, by the way, duration for 20, because it's super powerful. But still, within 18 seconds you need to collect about like from, let's say 100 is enough to activate that burst. But you can get more, because you know why? Each normal attack gives you 1.5. It means, let's say, you can do normal attacks with Bennett if you use with Bennett a couple times. If you use Chlorine, by the way, you will be actually completely okay. You definitely can do it, because Chlorine, yeah, like, let's say, what you want to do, you use like Mavuika's skill, then you switch to Chlorine, like a Bennett, etc., something like that. It's up to you what you're going to do. But still, then you use Chlorine's normal attacks, and each normal attack can give you like 1.5 Night Soul points. By the way, keep that in mind, it doesn't have any ICD, it's not a reaction or something like that. It means like arlecchino herself, like any character in this game who has like pretty fast normal attacks, especially polearm characters, can be pretty good battery for mavuika's burst, for that fighting spirit, you know. So yeah, let's say Zhongli. As you know guys, Zhongli may be one of the fastest claymore polearm characters in the game, and you can use Yunjin. By the way, we have Ayato. He is going to be not bad battery for arlecchino as well. So yeah, it's vaping, actually not a bad synergy with mavuika. I was saving for Furina, now I'll pull for mavuika. And that's alright, Itachi. I wish you best of luck, by the way. Mavuika might be... But you know what? I would suggest you still get Furina in the future. I level up Chasca. Oh yeah, congrats, Andy. Congrats. And you know why? She needs to be level... she needs to be level 90, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not unfortunately, since she can swirl. By the way, if you know, like, when you do her skill, she swirls and do damage, you know that? So yeah, that initial, like, let's say when she rides that revolver, that gun, she also do some damage, if you see that. So yeah. So level 90 is okay, because she can swirl, you know? Actually, Mavuika's bike is very Genshin style. It's very modern and doesn't fit the vibe, in my opinion. Very... I mean, very something, but yeah, like, Yoni, if you ask me, I I personally didn't like that bike as well, because it's like kind of, you know, like, I can accept this one. It's okay, I would say, even though it looks weird as well. You know, Shark is okay, like, that Ahav is okay. Xilonen is great, like, because Xilonen, like, only has that rollers. But yeah, that bike is kinda, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, yeah, it's like, it's a little bit weird, but still, what you can do, like, they cannot switch that, like, to anything else. Maybe bike is some kinda related to the lore, but I don't believe in that. I don't think it's, like, about the lore or something. Especially when her whole kit revolved around her bike. Yeah, her whole kit, by the way, let's say, you know why? when she in that state, I mean riding the bike, yes, you can like use her skill, hold skill, after that she rides the bike, or after using her burst, she also rides the bike. And yes, most of the damage comes from like when she in that state, but like bike state. In just one word, describe mavuika, so I can at least think about pulling. Oh, Itachi, about that, actually, you know why? Like, I wouldn't suggest you to skip her, and I can explain you why. She has great multipliers, she has great synergy with so many characters, like incredibly great synergy. Oh, she can use so many different weapons. We have any weapon here. Like you can use craftable weapon, you can use gravestone, you can use any other. You can use like even like Pavonius one. You know what? It depends on what you want from mavuika. Yes, the most, like in my opinion, the main build I would say is that like it's her damage, because like damage is just crazy. It doesn't matter which character you used. Yesterday, by the way, I decided, like, I thought that Kinich might be great. Yes, Kinich might be great, but you know, it would be a waste to use Kinich on field when you have mavuika, even as supportive character. That's, just imagine how powerful she is. So yeah, like, she can fit any teams. You can use so many weapons. By the way, you don't need to go for signature. Yes, signature is crazy, because signature also gives some buff to your team. That's crazy, and herself if I'm not mistaken, but still she gets so much buffs and affixes, that's crazy. On top of that, you can use Cinder City, you can use Crimson, you even can use prototype like Flower of Paradise slots. But you know what, I just like, it's not about calculation or something, but since her damage, I mean like DPS damage is so crazy, using her as a Virgin, it's a waste. Because Virgin, yeah, it depends on the enemies you fight. Again, it's, you know, like, let's say if you want to destroy that new enemy's shield, I would say Virgin might be not bad idea because of like hyper blooming, you know, it might be okay. But when you fight ordinary bosses, using her as sub DPS or DPS is a way more better. So yeah, I wouldn't suggest you to skip her. She is great in exploration. She can fly, she can hover over the water, she can climb on the mountains. On top of that, she has helmet, by the way. Just kidding, of course, yeah. Where I posted the pics. Oh yeah, like I posted everything, Sino. So yeah, I just did that a long time ago. If they just give us Xianyun and 5.0, I'll skip even mavuika for real. Actually, Tachi, you know what? I have Xianyun, but I switch my Xianyun to chasca. And if you ask me, like if you have chasca, then use chasca. No need to go for Xianyun. Xianyun is not bad. The only problem is at the moment Xianyun cannot use all of her potential maybe at full speed, you know, at like, you know why? Because we don't have so many characters who can utilize her plunge activation. The other problem is that plunging, like 8 hits, you can do only on a single target. That's actually a big problem. So overall, it's mostly useful for Xiao and Gaming, who like natively, generally like has plunging, you know. Only for these characters. Yes, by the way, she might be useful for Madam Pink, because Madam Pink is going to be kinda the same as Xiao, not gonna lie, but I still wouldn't suggest you. Chasca is so great in exploration, and at the same time she has a damage. Also, you can use Chasca with so different teams, you know. Let's say if, like, since her damage, it's not animal damage, but the damage which element you use, you can do everything you want. Let's say if you fight against Pyro, how was it called? Let's say annoying enemies with that annoying shield. Oh my god, my memory. Okay, I will remember. So yeah, like it depends. Or let's say if you fight, today I did couple runs against like Ashdaha, by the way. Ashdaha cannot even touch me when I'm on that fly, like, you know, state. So that's crazy actually, you know. So yeah, she's not so bad, but still, I would say chasca is better than Xianyun. Xianyun only has like great, like actually not bad, still not bad exploration abilities, but chasca is better. Even outside, by the way, that outside Natlan, she's still good. Now let me another question. Just tell me, who should I pull, Neuvillette or mavuika? Oh, about that, Itachi. You know what? I would say to go for mavuika, and I can explain my point. Mavuika is in this case so powerful, and they will do so many changes. Like next Pile Abyss, by the way, is going to be actually pretty difficult, because they will give us, like, let's say it's a first lines up, maybe they will change it. But still, according to that, we are going to get that new enemies with that crazy shield. In this case, yes, you still can use actual Neuvillette to destroy the shield. Neuvillette is like great character, but mavuika is way better, way powerful. She like, the only problem maybe she cannot heal herself, you know. Neuvillette can, you know. That's it. But mavuika at Constellation 0 is so crazy. You don't even need Constellation like other constellation at all. She's super powerful. Also, she can apply pyro, and yes, her pyro also, like, if you know guys, her pyro, like her skill, like when you use top skill, that duration, it's kinda infinite. I mean, but it depends on, like, let's say it consumes Night Soul points. So if you have enough Night Soul points and you have, like, let's say Night Soul points battery in your team, then that skill, I mean infusion, is infinite. But if you don't have, it lasts for like about like 12 or 15 seconds. So it's also actually great, because 12 seconds or 15 seconds is actually great infusion. You need just like Night Soul points battery. That's it. Someone who can like provide you some like Night Soul points. Oh wait, bro, in my case Xianyun is for Xiao only. Oh yeah, actually yes. If you want to like buff your, by the way, it's not only for Xiao. If you have, by the way, Hu Tao is also can benefit, especially Constellation 0 Hu Tao can benefit from Xianyun, because you know why? In this case, you don't need stamina at all. You just do plunge attack and you get crazy amount of damage with Hu Tao. So she's also useful for like Hu Tao as well. No, it's not Abyss Mage, Andy. It's Lectors. Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Like I just like now I remember that it's Lectors. When you fight against Lectors, by the way, you, let's say Pyro Lectors, right? You just can like go like double Hydro, right? And Pyro. Let's say like you don't need like, or even one Pyro is enough to destroy that shield, you know, because you can swill, etc., something like that at the same time. You don't. That's actually, she might be pretty useful for like against the shields. Because let me just show you, by the way, why. Like in New Harbor, we have a place. We have this place. Okay, it seems like I catch and haven't like missed any question, guys. Playstyle reminds me of Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider, yes, Ghost Rider. Like, by the way, it's not only Ghost Rider. It's oh yeah, it's in Wu. If you're talking about Wuthering Waves, say yes. By the way, in some cases she can climb the like you see like mountains as well. Oh yeah, I need that.
Let's fly.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, like you see like the 3 like Abyss Mages. Just a second. By the way, I just keep that in mind. I'm outside the Natlan, so yeah. Oh, let's say it's okay. I mean, like, now let me go again.
Open fire.
Since like the problem is when she fight against like many enemies, it's a little bit difficult because her damage is distributed, but still she can destroy the shields and pretty easily, you know. And I have like cryo, electro, and pyro, and you know conversion like happens like in actually like random ways. Because of that, so yeah, you maybe if you will be lucky enough, you can destroy the shield like within like 5 shots. If you're not, like, yes, it's within maybe like you need to do like second like use her skill like 2 times. Actually, but she's quite useful. You can use.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
I was pulling for Furina.
Any conflicts around?
Yes. If so, Itachi, why not? You can, like, if you are like on 50-50, go for Neuvillette. Still, Neuvillette is not going like he's still great character, and I don't think like Neuvillette will like you know, like lose his value, because actually he's quite powerful character. And also you can use like Neuvillette with mavuika as well, you know. Let's say you don't have Furina, my bad, but still you can use like let's say Kazuha or Sucrose. You can go with mavuika, you can go with Neuvillette, but still in this case mavuika will be so powerful you don't even want to play Neuvillette. You know why? Because even at sub DPS, like she's still powerful. You don't need energy recharge, by the way, at all. You need another, like, let's say Kachina or someone to give like some, like, to consume some nitro points, you know, to battery your mavuika's burst. Hey Wicker, how are you doing? Oh yeah, actually yes, and you know why? Yeah, you're right. Like about 4-star bow, yes, it's actually, and it's quite powerful. And you know what it has? When I do, let me show you.
Are you here to play with me? The more, the merrier. Look at me.
Now, if you notice that I have like 6, you know, what does it mean? It means this, it means that weapon's passive. Weapon's passive says that like when using aim shots, the damage dealt by charge attacks increases by 6% over every 0.5 seconds, and it has like 6 stacks. It's like overall 36%. So that number means like it's like 36 additional percent for my damage. It's not a bad weapon, by the way. That's why I switch it. So yeah, I now use like 4-star weapon, and it's without like it's R1. I had to take a break commenting on the... What? I think I answered over 25 questions that improve performance of the... Oh, okay. Okay. About future, by the way, I mean like about future banners. You know that like Hoyoverse already finished Xianyun. I mean next region. Recently, like about a couple months ago, I heard that they already like create, like, it's not creation, like it's like they already made all of the characters, etc., all of the banners, all of the region, you know, like they now just do some polishing, that's it. Now they started to work on Kynra. By the way, as you know guys, after Xianyun we are going to get Kynra. After that it's going to be like post Teyvat stories, something like that. Oh no, Celestia. After that, post Teyvat stories. So yeah, we're going to get a lot of like content in the future. And yes, Snezhna is already finished. Like about the Archon, yes, like last Archon should be like the most powerful one. With a crazy mechanic. Just imagine she can like do some like, I don't know, like if you remember that, if you saw that like movie X-Men, something like that, there's a, oh she called like, who can like I forgot her name, but still that's like, that's first series. Anyway, she's going to be powerful anyway, like one, definitely. But just if you see Mavuika, she's just crazy. I want to learn chasca banner for Barbara. For real, for Barbara. That's actually, that's pretty surprisingly. You know why, Wicker? Because I got so many Barbara from a standard banner. For me, she's like Constellation 16 already, something like that. People are calling Tsaritsa stronger, but forgot that only Zhongli and Venti survive the Archon. Oh yeah, actually yeah.
Farewell! Go! You're free now!
My guiding stars!
Take me up! Bullseye! Fire in the hole!
The night is cold.
Look alive!
Not too far now.
Ha! Open fire!
And actually I like, because like, you know what, like skill cooldown is only 6.5 seconds. It's so useful actually. It's way better than Xianyun, like Xianyun has. Xianyun has like more 7-ish something, like, well, no, it's the same 6, but if you use that last like plunge attack, let's say, you know, it increased by 9.5, something like that. Now let me check. Oh yeah, actually, you know what, we also know, like, we have some info about 4 stars. I saw that Chevreuse, Rosaria, like Diona, Bennett and Linyan, it's a new 4-star, might be in a, as a 4-star characters in a, like 5.3. I still have some doubts about Chevreuse, because if I'm not mistaken, we got Chevreuse recently, you know? But still, it's possible, because Diona would definitely need to get Diona. Rosaria, yes, maybe, but it's so many, like, cryo characters, like Citlali, you know? Rosaria, Diona. We'll see. I mean, like, Chevreuse, if we are going to get Chevreuse, she will be on a second phase, definitely with Arlecchino and Chlorine. Because, yeah, she might be useful for... But no, she's not, actually. For Citlali, definitely. Bennett as well, by the way. Linyan, we'll see. Diona is most likely is going to be on a first banner with Mavuika and Citlali. Hey Zenix, how are you doing? Oh lords, and I think Venti is stronger. Oh yes. If you cough it up enough, can you go over a Nahida stat build? Anything you say will help any Oh yes, of course. Like you want me to show my Nahida, like something? Oh okay, of course, no problem. Just a second. Nahida stats build. About the Nahida. Nahida actually, like, let's say Nahida likes Elemental Mastery, but you still can build her as a crit rate, crit damage character. It's possible. So if you use her as a supportive character with EM, which actually I would say the best way because of her passive, like this one, she has like passive which converts all of like elemental mastery above 200 to damage and crit rate. And she can get up to 80% bonus damage like by using her skill, just keep that in mind, and crit rate on her skill. So actually it's quite powerful. So even if you don't have like crazy amount of crit rate, she still can do great amount of damage. Also she applies Dendro. Because of that, let's say like about like more than 850 would be nice. You can go 1k, but you know, in my opinion, I don't think that you can get like 1k and get like good ratio. It's actually quite difficult. So I would suggest you to give her like enough crit rate, enough crit damage to do some like additional damage, and go like for like up to like 850. She doesn't need energy recharge at all. Yeah, because yeah, her skill lasts for 30 seconds, 25 seconds, my bad. 25 seconds, you will be completely alright. If you don't even have any character on your team with Favonius weapon. About the talents, skip normal, level up only her skill and burst. Why burst? Because burst actually gives you some affixes, additional like elemental mastery. Unfortunately, and also yeah, this stuff. Unfortunately, I mean like elemental mastery from this passive. Unfortunately, not all of the characters can benefit from EM. And she gives that EM only to active character. So yeah, only like if you see that, check that the elemental mastery of the active characters within the field. So yeah, you need to be within the field and get that and be you should be on field. That's actually bad, but at the same time some characters can benefit from that a lot. Let's say the characters like Setos. Setos is because for Setos build is kinda elemental mastery. You can go EM crit damage because it benefits from EM, or EM electro damage goblet and crit rate crit damage. Because of that, EM is not a bad option for him. I mean like not bad stats. Alhatem is great with elemental mastery. You can use like Cyno also can benefit from EM. So yeah, we have some characters, but not all of them unfortunately. But despite that, building Nahida with damage also possible. You can go like, I personally prefer to use like Elemental Mastery Sand, Elemental Mastery Goblet. But you can go Dendro Damage Goblet. It's also like possible. But still, I would suggest you to go for Elemental Damage Goblet only if you have Constellation 2. In this case, yes, that Constellation is crazy. Just insanely crazy. You can go for Dendro Damage Goblet. But if you like don't have Constellation, like if she's Constellation 0, EM, crit rate, crit damage is the way. You can go triple EM, by the way, it's also possible. If you have like crazy artifacts, you can easily go Elemental Mastery, Elemental Mastery, Elemental Mastery. So you'll be alright. Because she gets some crit rate anyway, you know? So yeah, it's like this. Hey Naban, how are you doing? Don't forget, Venti is the son of a literal shade of time. The same. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I heard that like Venti, like at the end of the game, of the lore, something like that, he is the most powerful one. Oh, that's alright, Vickers. That's okay. Like if you have any question, no problem. Like it's completely okay, because you know why? Oh, by the way, you know my ID. Like if I'm not mistaken, my Nahida is always here. Like yeah, my profile is open. You can just like check my ID and check the characters whenever you want. Or if you want me to play some different characters, then just say me so. I can change them. So yeah, you can always check my build. I don't change my builds like. Actually, you know, especially for Nahida, it's the only thing what I can do. It's like switch her weapon. By the way, Nahida is also not a bad option if you want, like, as a healer and battery, if you switch that weapon. Let's say if you go for a prototype Amber, and you don't even need to level it up, by the way. It's craftable. That's why I have like level 1 and level 90 for my Neuvillette. And she can be a pretty good healer. I mean, like, let's say not broken one, but it's a team-wide healing. And you can get enough healing, let's say to keep your team alive, you know, something like that. Let's say if you don't want to use like a dedicated healer, let's say it's like can harm you, let's say Bennett, right? Actually Bennett with Nahida is not a great option because it can like harm yourself. In this case, using like not Bennett but any other Dendro to increase elemental Nahida's elemental mastery, and use Nahida with that weapon, it's not a bad option. Yes, it's a little bit less damage, but at least your team can survive. Makoto was the Electro Archon, not a wizard. Oh, actually, yes, I remember that. It's Makoto? Oh yeah, maybe. I don't remember that, so yeah, I'm not going to end
Someone
that.
told you the Masters of the Night Wind is a tribe of weirdos? Who else is there?
Yeah,
like,
yes, you're right, Wicker. Like, energy recharge, it's not so important. Actually, you can go like 0, if you ask me. You know, like completely without energy recharge, and you will be alright. Because most, like, let's say, the most important, like, part of her kit, it's her skill. That's it. Because not, let's say for Neuvillette, if you play with Neuvillette without any pyro on your team, right? Like Hyper Bloom Neuvillette, that burst actually literally does nothing, you know. So yeah, and you can even ignore Nahida's personal damage, go for Prototype Amber and get some healing back for your teammates. But with Neuvillette, like, it's a little bit like no need to do that, because Neuvillette is your, like, let's say if you play with Neuvillette is on field, he can heal himself actually, and because of that, yes, you can use Nahida with like sacrificial fragments. About Citlali, by the way, guys, Citlali is, I wouldn't say that Citlali, I changed the topic a little bit, like, so yeah, Citlali is not a bad character if you ask me, because of shield and because of her abilities. The only problem is she is a little bit weird and strange character because of, like, she looks like a superconduct, but she restrate Hydro and Pyro. It means, yeah, you need to use her with Pyro and Hydro, and that's a, like, it's not a problem, but it's, you know, like, she is limited. So yeah, if you want to go for Citlali, I would suggest you to not go immediately. Let's say Mavuika is must-have, right? If you agree with that, so yeah, go for Mavuika and wait. Because if banner, by the way guys, like if you joined, just joined, most likely Hoyo will change that banner's duration from 21 days to 42 days. So yeah, that's why Citlali and Mavuika on the first phase. So first phase with, like, let's say new characters will be always on the first phase and last for 42 days. Because of that, you can get Mavuika whenever you want. No need to go like immediately, you know. So yeah, wait, like check, like, or if other players get her, you know, check the damage, see if she is useful or not. Yeah, she might be useful if you have Arlecchino, definitely. You can use on Neuvillette, by the way. You can use for Mavuika as well. And that shield might be not a bad addition to her kit. But still, she's not must-have. I mean, you can completely skip her. On top of that, maybe, just maybe, I don't believe in that, but still, maybe Mihoyo will put that Citlali on a standard banner. It could happen, actually, you know. Can Chlorine use Battle Pass Sword? Is that more powerful than free-to-play weapon like Finale of Deep? Chlorine Battle Pass Sword? Battle Pass Sword, no. You mean like this sword? Actually, you know, like she can, but it's not the best option, unfortunately. You mean most likely this sword, right? Like this one, Wolfang. I mean, yes, she can, but it's about, like, you miss damage dealt by elemental skill, elemental bosses increase. Like, because of that, it's not a bad weapon. Actually, she can, but that, you know that we have a craftable weapon, which, like, also activates the damage when... let's say, if you low on crit rate, this weapon is not bad. But still, I would suggest you to go for that Fontaine craftable one, because she's like Bond of Life character. Because of that, that passive is just insanely great for her, you know? Just a second, let me check it again. But still, you can. If you have the... if you ask me, I I would say that weapon is better than craftable one. You know why? Because this weapon can be used on so many different characters. So even if you lose some damage on Chlorine, you still can like use it on other characters. You can use it on Alhaitham, you can use it on Furina, you can use it on any characters, by the way. It's on so many characters. Because it's like, this one is like, gives you damage, like elemental skill damage, elemental burst damage. Also, it gives additional crit rate, you know? So yeah, it's not a bad weapon. Just keep that in mind. It's not 16 additional crit rate. It's like, if you check this one, it's independent. So yeah, you can get either 8 from your burst or from skill. So yeah, just keep that in mind. And if you ask me, I got the weapon. For me, that weapon R2, but most likely I will do it R5 because this weapon actually pretty broken. I mean that sword. Just a second, let me show you. So yeah, I have it. It's R5. It gives me like 20 to 5 to 5. So I would say it's, let's say, I would say it's better than craftable one, but craftable one gives Chlorine more damage because of attack, you know? I mean, like, just a second. So yeah, this one. It's because of Bond of Life, you know, like, it's like, yeah, because of Bond of Life, it's great. And actually, you know, like, it can be also useful for other characters as well if you play with Furina. Nahida got it. Oh yeah, Nahida, like, yeah, Constellation 0, like weaker. It's like better to use EM. You still can go like Dendro damage bonus, but I wouldn't suggest you. Because yeah, you actually, because you know why? Because if you have enough, let's say that passive with additional elemental mastery gives you more than that goblet. So yeah, it's only because of that. So because on top of that, like, it's not only damage, it's also like gives you like some, it's damage and crit rate at the same time. Oh, you're well welcome. You're well welcome, Vicar. Hey Tanuki, how are you doing? Hey MZ, how are you doing, guys? Told you Arlecchino could be next up. You know, like what, MZ, if you ask me? Yes, Chlorine Arlecchino. You know what's the problem, MZ, if you ask me? Like, even though we get Arlecchino, I still wouldn't suggest you to wish for Arlecchino. Because... yeah. Because, you know, like, it's I don't know, in my opinion, it's a waste. Mavuika will be way better. In any case. Yes. She will transform to that like Ghost Rider with that weird bike, and her damage mostly comes from that state. I mean, when she in like that bike state, you know, riding that bike. But still, yeah, the problem is, I don't know, like, you can go like, it's up to you. I mean, still, I would suggest you to go for Mavuika. If you don't have like Arlecchino or Mavuika, better to go for Mavuika. Good, I have a lot of studying. I'm probably staying and stream for. That's alright, MZ. That's completely okay. If you have like some like study stuff, something like that, do your do studying. Studying is way important than this game. Believe me or not. And you can watch it offline anyway. And by the way, usually we like, as you know, like usually we just discuss all of the news like immediately at the start of the stream. So yeah, like. Going crazy. We will get a lot of stuff, by the way, in 5.3. It's a skin, you know. By the way, Pyro Traveler is going to be released on like 5.3 as well. We already have like Constellation stuff, you know. If you just like finished. By the way, I already finished like Chasca Stripe. It was great, but it was super annoying. It was long as hell. So yeah, this one, you know. So yeah, close to that, let's say getting that, let me show you. Yeah. To get like this one. It's constellation materials for Pyro Traveler. So yeah, just keep that in mind. If you want to make your Pyro Traveler, let's say constellation 5 or 6, something like that, because at the moment 5 is available. Like 3 plus this one and plus another one from Xianyun tribe. So I would suggest you to do it. Don't forget. You still can do it, like we have like a ton of time. Oh, we have a chest here, for real, that's crazy. I haven't like touched a map actually completely because yeah, it has so many chests, etc, something like that.
Be prepared and stay safe.
I wish you best of luck, Ali, by the way. I mean, you can, like, yeah, if you own 50-50, I would suggest you, like, if you want that Neuvillette so bad, like, try to, like, get them by spending 50-50. But using guaranteed, I would say it's better to, like, keep your guarantee for mavuika, you know? My product Amber is level 1. I see the HP boost adds to probability. Oh yeah, actually yes, Wicker. But you know, like why that prototype Amber is so great? It's not because of the stats. It's because of like the passive. This passive, I mean, like weapons passive, is actually quite useful. Not for all characters, because let's say if you use with Sucrose, it's useful. If you use with Nahida, it's useful. But for Neuvillette, by the way, also a little bit useful because yeah, it lasts for 2 seconds or 4 seconds, but not for all characters. So yeah, if the characters get only infusion by using that burst, so it's not so useful. But still, for Nahida, it's useful, for Neuvillette as well. And for Nahida, actually, you can even like, you don't even level it up. You can just like go at level, or like for level 1, you will completely okay. Because let's say Nahida doesn't need, yes, if you want like the character to be more, let's say, tanky, then yes, that HP can help you a lot. But still, if you don't have mats, I mean, like, you can like completely keep it at level 1. You just need 1 billet, and that's it. The whole community will go for mavuika work. Yes, actually, I know that, MZ. Because of that, I just like, you know, that's why I just like, it's my suggestion, I would say. I recommend you to go for like, to skip arlecchino and go for mavuika, because you know why? What's the problem? The problem is they both are pyro, and mavuika on top of supportive abilities. By the way, supportive, I mean, you know, like what? Like, she's bad and virgin. I mean, like, she's not bad at virgin. The virgin damage is so low. Oh my. I don't want to start anything. So yeah, the virgin damage is so low, you want to use her as a sub DPS. Arlecchino is also DPS, on field DPS, but not sub DPS. So yeah, would be nice, in my opinion, way better for your account to just like go for to go for mavuika and just skip arlecchino completely. But it's up to you guys. If you like mavuika or arlecchino, why not go for arlecchino? Still, she's like a little bit like, arlecchino is a little bit like, she's okay with Citlali. You need some like, yes, mavuika is also like need some like natlan characters to like get night to like the characters who can consume a night soul points, you know. Because yeah, without that, mavuika can be not so great, but still she can consume up to 80 night soul points by herself, which actually helpful. You can also use chlorine, as I mentioned before. Chlorine actually is not bad at all. You don't even, you can like go for mavuika chlorine and you will be completely okay. You can get 100 night soul points, because let's say in total mavuika can consume not 80 but 90 night soul points. 80 by using her skill and 10 by using her burst. So it's still like 90. You need like additional 10, it means about like 6 normal attacks, and that's it, you're ready to go. I like Citlali. Oh, Yoni, I know. Don't get me wrong. Like Yoni, you, like I noticed that you sometimes like the characters which is not meta or like powerful, but with like pillow or something like that. I don't want to say Citlali is bad. Citlali is a little bit limited because of Hydro and Pyro, you know, like a little bit, and it's bad. But for Hydro and Pyro, let's say if you don't have Xilonen, she's actually not bad for Hydro and Pyro because of like she can use Cinder City and also she can give you Rest. And also on top of that, if you use with Pyro, let's say with mavuika or something, you can do melt. So overall I would say for melting, Citlali can be better than Xilonen because yeah, she gives you more affixes, you know, more stats. For real. Actually, that's crazy. If you can get like full mark, if it's possible, it's not so difficult. I wish you best of luck, Ramsey. I mean, that's crazy actually. For real. You are studying for like, yeah, if you do like well, you get some like, let's say, it's like a cashback. It's something like, some rewards, I would say. Yeah, that's crazy actually. Oh yeah, that's for Pyro Traveler. Yes, that's like mats for also we have like some other mats, by the way. It's also for Traveler, if I'm not mistaken. Let me show you. Like we have like this ones. This ones. It's also for like him, if I'm not character level up mats. It's also for Traveler. And you know what? It's kinda most likely in 5.3 we are going to get a new boss who can drop this stuff. It's like, you know why? Let's say if you see that like this, all of these mats, it's about weekly bosses, right? Like let's say you know that it's for arlecchino, right? This one is for like, it's for that Fontaine one, if I'm not mistaken. Arlecchino, it's for Raiden. This one Wanderer boss. This is like, oh yeah, I can read it actually. So yeah, this is like Apep's mats. This one is also mats. Unfortunately, we don't have info, but it means in 5.3, most likely we're going to get new boss who can drop this stuff. Because 8, as you know, it's not enough. You need more than that, you know? So yeah, it's still like, let's say Mihoyo is the like best liquor in the game. So yeah, unfortunately, we cannot get like any info by reading this one, yeah. I'm thinking of going for Citlali because she's insane too for Pyro DPS. Yes, for Pyro DPS she's crazy.
I'd have lost myself long ago.
Oh, congrats, Dreamers! Like 72%, you know, like, but I still like. Let me show you like 43, 22, 22. I will go right. I mean, yeah, I maybe will do it like throughout the week, something like that. I usually keep some content.
Surviving is tough.
Because yeah, it's like for me, it's the only region I can do. Should focus on Citlali and reruns because Archon. Oh, you can go for Citlali actually. Citlali, you know, like overall Citlali is not bad. I like her kit. The only problem is it's a little bit weird because, you know, like she looks like, as I mentioned before, like she's cryo, right? But she's somehow restored for Pyro and Hydro. So yeah, it's kind of like freeze. It's maybe she's helpful in shatter like attack, you know? Maybe, but we'll see. Definitely for melting, she's best one. But you know, like for melting, you need to use maybe like Chanling is okay, might be okay. Mavuika is great. Arlecchino is great, you know. Because I saw a couple videos with Arlecchino Citlali. She's just insane. You know why? Because in this case, you can completely skip Xinchu. Even though the team was like Xinchu, Bennett, Arlecchino, Citlali. But you can skip Xinchu in this case because you actually you don't want that freeze let's say to freeze the enemy, you know. You want like the enemy to get that cryo aura and then hit with that pyro. you know. And also she provides you with a shield. It's actually crazy, not gonna lie. Yes, that shield is not broken as hell. If I'm not mistaken, it's about 15, something like that. You know, like, I mean, like 15 absorb damage. It scales on elemental mastery, by the way, just keep that in mind. So if you're going to use Cinder City, you need to use Cinder City like this. You need to go like completely elemental mastery for her. So her stat is going to be like a lot of EM, and elemental mastery, elemental mastery, elemental mastery. You don't need to go for like crit rate, crit damage, something like that. She is just support character, just it. And she scales on EM. Her ascension, by the way, also EM. So the more elemental mastery you have, the more like broken is her shield, and also, yeah, because of shield. So yeah, she can provide some more. Oh yeah, that's shield. Yeah, she deals some damage, by the way. She has some multiplier, but I think, in my opinion, it's better to avoid that damage at all. You know why? Because yeah, if you use with mavuika or arlecchino, let's say, yeah, mostly you want arlecchino to do more damage than like Citlali, and you need that shield. Cryo is worse than elemental master. What? No, MZ, come on. How dare you? We have so many characters, but you know, like, you know what, Cryo? You say that Cryo is the worst one. Yes, I agree with you, but Citlali is not Cryo actually in this case. I mean, like, she Cryo and not Cryo at the same time. Because you know why? Because even though she Cryo, somehow she, like, reshred your Pyro and Hydro. That's strange. That's why it's so strange. So also she looks like a superconduct character, but she's not. So I don't want to say she's like Navia, you know, but yes, it's still like they actually with that Citlali, I mean Hoyoverse, messed up a lot, because it's so strange to get a character with AM Ascension, who needs Elemental Mastery, who shreds Pyro and Hydro, but being Cryo. It's a little bit strange if you ask me. Alright, let me do one more boss. Yeah, another boss, of course. Hey Toshki, how are you doing? Oh, for real? MZ. She is good, but rest of the Cryo isn't that good besides Rosa. No, actually Rosa is also not great. I mean, like, yes, you know why we think Rosa is good? Because we don't have any other options, unfortunately. But Citlali is way, way better. Way, way better. I mean, because Rosa creates that, unfortunately, she creates that circle. It's a circle impact. Like, yeah, like Inaban says. It's actually, I completely agree with him. Because yeah, it's circle impact. It's so bad when you outside that circle. Yes, it lasts for 8 seconds. It has like pretty short cooldown, but it's small, you know. Citlali in this case create like some field around you, around active character, which is actually crazy. So yeah, like way, way better in my opinion. Especially, you know, when you fight against like fast enemies, like super mobile enemies, and we have a lot of enemies like that in Genshin Impact now. Citlali might be way more useful. Unfortunately, you know, let's say that banner is broken as hell. Just imagine Mavuika, Citlali, Arlecchino, Chlorine. All of these 4 characters are just insanely crazy, you know. And by the way, all of them actually good for Mavuika. Why? Mavuika and Citlali is great. Because yeah, she is like from Natlan, you can use like DPS set on Mavuika, sub DPS set on Citlali, you can use Cinder City, you're okay. Why Arlecchino is good? You can use sub DPS Mavuika for Arlecchino, right? By the way, Arlecchino or Mavuika can buff Arlecchino by a lot. So you can actually skip Bennett, because Bennett provides only attack buff. Mavuika provides up to 50% damage bonus, which is actually good. On top of that, 25% of attack. So you can actually skip. I would say, in my opinion, that 50% is more than attack which Bennett provides, but still we need to compare this. So yeah, let's say you skip Bennett and go for mavuika arlecchino. Arlecchino at the same time, since she is pretty fast normal attacker with a polearm, she can be that fighting spirit battery for mavuika, for mavuika's burst. Chlorine as well. Chlorine's normal attacks is maybe faster than the game if I'm not mistaken. Because of that, she's not bad for arlecchino. So all of these characters actually like great for mavuika. Constellation 1, T1 arlecchino. I have Constellation 0. Oh, Toshki, you know what? I wouldn't suggest you to go for Constellations 1 if you ask me. You know why? Because it's better to go for Constellation 1 mavuika instead of like Constellation 1 arlecchino. If you ask me, yes, it's a damage boost. Not gonna lie, and it's incredibly damage boost. But Bond of Life, it's super. You know, like it's not so great actually. You know, yes, damage, yes, infusion, great. It's arlecchino, by the way. It's still good with Bennett. I mean, like in terms of in terms of damage at the moment, like version 2, mavuika's version 2 is just insanely great. But still, arlecchino is still like pretty good DPS character. But I wouldn't suggest you to go for Constellation 1 anyway. Better to go like for arlecchino, like mavuika's constellation, or go for Citlali. For example, you go for mavuika and then go at least one copy of Citlali. That would be way better. Okay, Andy. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye. I feel Citlali is a good character, not gonna lie. MZ, if you ask me, I feel the same. The only problem with Citlali, she might be placed to a standard banner. That's why I wouldn't suggest you to go for Citlali immediately. Just wait a little bit, see what happens, you know, and after that decide. Actually, if you ask me, I want to go for Citlali as well, and I will be definitely at 50-50 after losing my 50-50 on mavuika, because as you know, guys, I usually, when I go for Archons, for all of the Archons, I lost my 50-50. Always like that. So I don't expect anything like crazy with mavuika. But still, after mavuika is my 50-50, I will check the future characters in 5.4. If it's going to be all of the reruns or the characters I don't want to get, I will spend my 50-50 on Citlali. Because you know why? If you ask me, Chlorine is also crazy, but I would say it's better go for Citlali, because Citlali can help my Neuvillette. By the way, I assume that Neuvillette, mavuika, Citlali, and Furina might be a great team actually, and better team than with Kazuha and Xilonen. You know why? Since mavuika gives you not attack but damage bonus, Citlali can use Cinder City and give additional 40% elemental damage bonus, and also like can resurrect Hydro by 20%. You can use Neuvillette, and on top of that you use, the last one is mavuika, Citlali, and Furina. Since like Neuvillette is a self-healing character, in my opinion, I just assume that it's like, yeah, it's still questionable. This team might be better than Kazuha, Xilonen, Furina, and Neuvillette. You know why? Because as you know, like that swirl from like Kazuha lasts for 8 seconds. It's not so like, it's a little bit low, but with Citlali you get 12 seconds, you know, Cinder City, and also like, if I'm not mistaken, duration of a rest shading is also 12 seconds. So yeah, in my opinion, that team might be great. Because of that, yeah, I decided to maybe I skip Chlorine, even though Chlorine actually it's not bad. I mean, like, it's a new archetype for me especially. I don't have that character. I mean, like, I tried to use Aggravate with Arlecchino. It's not okay, you know. So yeah, Kichink is better if you ask me. Kichink is way better than Raiden. Hey Lucia, how are you doing? Hey Mr. Dever, how are you doing? Lol, so I will not pull Citlali, lol. It's up to you, Mr. Dever. But keep that in mind, that banner, I mean like phase 1, can last for 42 days. So yeah, that's why the topic of the stream, by the way, guys. If you just joined, like, maybe, just maybe, Hoyo will change duration of the new characters. They will release new characters on phase 1, and that phase 1 will last for 42 days. Like starting from the 5.3. In this case, by the way, you can decide later if you need that Citlali or not. But Citlali, in my opinion, can be pretty useful for arlecchino havers, for mavuika havers, for Neuvillette havers, for like these teams. Yes, she's a little bit limited, not gonna lie. Because yeah, only Hydra and Pyro, and like, even though she's like a cryo character, she doesn't even reshred cryo. That's strange, but still. It is what it is. If Citlali's standing plan is getting chasca and mavuika, yes, actually mavuika Constellation 1 and 2 is just crazy. Yeah, mavuika's Constellation 1 is good, and second Constellation, by the way, increased her personal damage by up to 60%. But actually it's better, you know why? Because, you know guys, instead of nerfing mavuika, they, like second version, like we got that version today, they buffed mavuika at Constellation 2. That's crazy actually. She's insane at the moment. But they buffed again. That's insane. So mavuika and Citlali together, I thought to pull her, but not now. Yeah, but now. Yes, you can go like later. That's actually, I will do the same, Mr. Dever. Why? Sorry, no, huh? Hoyo does. But is it like, you know why? Like by giving us 42 days, it's not bad. You know why? They completely not like mess up with the banner. They just allow us to get new characters. That's it. Actually, it's better for revenue. You know that for me, Hoyo, as a first place. It's obvious, but for players as well, because you know, like let's say it's the same banner, but new characters. Like I mean, like duration. It lasts for 42 days. Actually, it's great because they literally don't change anything in the banner. They don't like give us new characters. It's the same characters. They just last for like additional 21 days. In my opinion, it's great, if you ask me. Oh, about that, yes. Actually, you know why? That's why I suggest you to not go for Citlali immediately. Just wait a little bit. You know why? Because if they put, by the way, if they decided to put Citlali on a standard banner, I don't think we'll get any info within that patch. I mean 5.3. Most likely we're going to get some info like within 5.4. So yeah, just keep that in mind. It's possible because like yeah. When are they doing triple banners, guys? Oh, about triple banners, yeah, I don't know actually. It would be nice, but you know what? It's a problem actually, triple banners, if you ask me, because you know, like it depends on the player base, I would say, for Mihoyo. You know why? Because just imagine you are a new player, right? Just yeah, you start the game just like now because of mavuika, let's say, or maybe because of Citlali, or maybe because of arlecchino, and you get like 6 characters within 42 days, and each banner lasts for 14 days, and you don't have enough Primogems. It's bad. It's super bad. But actually, you know why? Because like back then in this game we had triple banners, and it's not so great actually, because like 2 weeks, it's not a huge like it's how to explain that correctly, you know, like you still cannot get any of these characters. You can focus on one of them, you know, because like just imagine 6 different characters, and 4-star, by the way, they need to like give us new 4-stars as well. So yeah, actually it's a bad idea, even though it might be in the future. But like mostly, you know what they're going to do? They will give us Chronicle Wish banner. Not gonna lie, Chronicle Wish banner is the way actually. Maybe they will give us like Chronicle Wish banner every maybe like 6 months or maybe 4 months, something like that. We'll see. Triple banner, free-to-play player death. Yes, I agree with it. Like I think the same. Mr. Devere. I think the same, because like yeah, triple banning is bad for new players, it's bad for free-to-play players, especially new players. You know, when you just join the game, just imagine 6 different 5 stars, and on top of that, you can get up to like, how much is it? It's like 6, 9 different like 4-star characters. That's crazy actually, you know, that's insanely crazy. You know, like, even though you will get some Primogems, let's say, you win all of your 50-50 something like that, you will not get enough Mora, enough resin to level them up, enough something like that. Because do you remember, guys, like I'm not like, I just want to show you, I had like 100s, right? I level up couple characters and 1 weapon, and it went down by like 7 million, something like 7 or 8 millions. Just like, you know, like even though I have enough, like leveling up characters cost you a lot of Mora. And that Mora, since you can buy it, but you know, like it's yeah, it's like, and each domain gives you only like 3k. Yes, I'm pretty okay, because as you know, guys, when you reach adventure rank 60, like when you get some exp by like fighting and defeating like world bosses, domains, etc., each point of exp converts to 10 Mora. So you can get Mora out of this, but still it's not enough. It's still not enough. Chlorine, I'm not touching that. What? Touching that? Touching what? Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, like, I don't know what you mean about touching. I mean, if you ask me, go for Chlorine or Citlali, I would say Citlali is better in this case, but the problem is Citlali might be, yeah, in might be, yeah, Hoyo might put Citlali on a standard banner. That's the problem actually. Anyway, you know, like we can get the character, like, as you know, like now any anniversary you can get like a 5-star outs, like 1 standard character. But still, like, constellation is constellation. Yes, like it's like, yeah, it's a waste of your Primogems. At the moment, I would say Mavuika is the way, definitely. And then wait and see if like Citlali is going to be some like stay like premium character. Then go for her. Like, it's still up to you. Maybe I will spend my 50-50, by the way. If I get the info about like she's going to be on, she will stay on a premium banner, I will spend my 50-50 on Citlali, because actually she's not a bad option. For Neuvillette, as I mentioned, for like Arlecchino, for Mavuika, she's great. And for Furina, by the way, if you go with a team like Furina, Neuvillette, Mavuika, and Neuvillette, since she can reshed like Hydra and Pyro, all of these characters, Mavuika, Neuvillette, and Furina, can benefit from Citlali, you know. Meaning Chlorine banner I'm not touching. Oh yeah, I see you. Actually yes, but you know, like what? I think yes, because like getting Arlecchino at this point of the game, at this stage of the game, is bad idea. Because yes, Mavuika way better in any case, and I mean, like, she is great support character, she is great in sub DPS, she is great in DPS, but Arlecchino is only on field DPS, that's it. Because, you know, you cannot use Arlecchino as a sub DPS at all. She is not so great. She is bad in Virgin if you want to use it. Like, let's say, like, yesterday Dreamers asked me to use a team like Shinchu, Arlecchino, Bennett, and Nahida. That team is so bad for Arlecchino, but it might be not bad for Mavuika, because Mavuika's skill attack from a distance, by the way, it has a radius, it's about 7 meters, something like that, so you still can, it's like Dia, you know, like Dia circles. So in this case you can use Mavuika, but you cannot use Arlecchino. Arlecchino is like melee character, you will be destroyed like in a second, and she cannot be healed, you know. In case of Mavuika you don't need any healer, because you attack from a distance. But still, it's me, guys. I mean, like, I'm not also quickly pulling Citlali. Yes, actually, I wouldn't suggest you, Mr. Devere. Maybe. Vortex, did you know Citlali shield is a weakest in the game. Yes, maybe.
legs
Like
are
Xianyun.
so
Like yeah,
sore.
I don't want to say she's like best.
I
It's
must
like
have been
that shield
sleepwalking
is
last night.
about like 15 if I'm not mistaken. It's not bad. It's not greatest one. Because you know why it's not so great? Because it scales on elemental mastery. Elemental mastery actually, as you know guys, it's pretty valuable stat and it's super rare. Because of that, yes, that shield is not greatest one, but that shield is not like a like crystal shield, you know, like it's shield anyway. So it might be useful. It will be useful anyway, you know. So yeah, but let's say like if you use mavuika, you will be completely okay. If you use arlecchino, you will be alright. You know why? Because I saw Constellation Zero new Constellation. I saw video about Furina. I'm sorry, Furina, arlecchino, Xinchu, Bennett, and Citlali team. And you know what? That shield is actually not so bad. Maybe it's the weakest one, but it's not bad. Because mavuika used all of her bond of life. It's 75%. She was at Constellation Zero. With that, with her signature, it's like gives her more bond of life out of HP. So yeah, it was about like 80%, something like that. So yeah, she used all of her bond of life, and shield was gone, but she was like that enemy like didn't like interrupt her at all. You know. So yeah, that shield is not terrible. But yes, it's not greatest one. I agree with you. It's, you know why, Yoni? It's not greatest one because of it scales on elemental mastery. That's the problem. Elemental mastery is not HP, you know, like Zhongli has. because let's say even Diona has pretty good shield because it scales on HP. So yeah, and you can like increase, you know, like increasing HP in this game is way more easy than increasing elemental mastery. Yes, you can go like double Dendro with Citlali, but in my opinion, it's completely useless, you know. Just imagine Citlali and double Dendro, and Dendro cannot react with Cryo at all. So yeah, maybe that's why they made Citlali a little bit like weird, you know. The character is Cryo and can resurrect only Hydra and Pyro. Yuma telling Chlorine to wish low. Oh yeah, I got it. Like a new. Yes, yes, Mr. Dever, I understand. Like you are talking about Chlorine. I also I may not pull arlecchino constellation. It's no, of course not. Like Mr. Dever, I wouldn't suggest you to go for constellation because, like, you know why? I mean, like Toshki also want to go for constellation war or something. It's like completely like it's a waste of your Primogems. I mean, like keep your arlecchino at constellation 0 and go for mavuika. If you want constellation, go for mavuika's constellation. Constellation 1 is okay. Constellation 2 is great. You know, like no, I wouldn't suggest you at all. I mean, you know why I wouldn't suggest you to go for arlecchino? Arlecchino is DPS. She is DPS. That's all. She cannot, even with her constellation, she gets damage, and that's it. Mavuika is sub DPS as well. By the way, by getting her constellation, you increase not only her personal damage when she is on field, you also increase her damage when she is off field. And because of that, it's way better and, let's say, more wisely, I would say, to go for Mavuika's constellation. She's sub. She's why Emily? It's actually not a bad character at all. You know, I now use my Emily when I need more damage. You know, I recently. I use, you know which team I use? I use Bennett, Shanling, Emily, and Xinchu. This team is so great, it's crazy damage because of Vaping, Dendro, Burgeon, etc. Something like that. If you remember, I used that team on that, like we had a like event when you fight against enemies, you know, with that triple Mago Kenki, something like that. And I finished that with that team, you know, like it's like only 1 5-star and 3 4 stars. That's because Emily is sub DPS character and she's not bad sub DPS. Mavuika is going to be like not the same, of course way better, but just keep that in mind. Sub DPS is just way better to get sub DPS than like on field DPS. And she's not like a Neuvillette, you know. Neuvillette is completely different story. Neuvillette can heal himself. Neuvillette can benefit from Xianyun. Neuvillette can benefit from Hydro Traveler. Neuvillette can benefit from Furina. You know, Arlecchino cannot benefit from Furina at all. That's why team with Arlecchino, Furina, yes, it might be powerful, but you need to do so many, like let's say Constellation 0, right? I'm talking about Constellation 0. You need to do so resets, because it's difficult. Just imagine, like, yeah, you cannot, like, get any healing outside. It's difficult, yeah. Like, no need to go for Constellation for Arlecchino. I would say skip Arlecchino completely, if you ask me. The Lali shield is probably for supporting and applying cryo more than shield. No, like it's not for applying cryo. You know why? Because she creates a field which applies cryo. So yeah, that shield is not especially for cryo. It's like, let's say, some additional for her kit, like if I'm not mistaken, something like that. That's why it's not so powerful. Because you know why? They can easily, I mean Mihoyo, or change that stats, like, and make a shield scales on HP, you know. But they decided to do it out of elemental mastery. So shield is some additional, like especially for Arlecchino, I would say, and Mavuika, because Mavuika using that bike to do the damage. And by the way, the multipliers, the affixes, it's so crazy. It's about 500% at the moment for her charge. And if you ask me, the huge chunk of her damage comes from those charge attacks. I mean, it's charge attack when she uses her burst. She she gets the state like for 7 seconds when she does enhance charge and normal attacks. And multipliers, it's about 500. That's crazy, actually. I'm imagining Chasca, Mavuika, Citlali, and Furina. Yes, actually, I will tell you about Chasca. Chasca can be useful with Citlali, Mavuika. Oh, you know why? No, not with Mavuika. Yes, Mavuika, Citlali, and Furina. And you know why? In this case, you use Citlali, you use Chasca with Cinder City to support damage for... Yes, Citlali is not DPS, but to give damage for your Mavuika and to give damage to your Furina. Like additional 40% elemental damage. On top of that, Citlali can do like a Hydro and Pyro Rest Shred, you know, like because of that you get additional like damage. But as you know guys, when you use Cinder City, you cannot use like Cinder City on 2 characters because of this one. So yeah, damage bonus from artifact set with the same name do not stack. So you can use only one Cinder City. So you need to switch, you can switch your Citlali to full elemental mastery, like 2-piece elemental mastery. In this case, her shield is going to be better and her damage might be better, but damage is like not so great. So yeah, I'm going to use this team as well. So it's Citlali, it's Chasca, Mavuika, and Furina. In this case, by the way, Chasca is on field character. Just keep that in mind to activate that Cinder City. You know? So yeah, it's going to be not a bad team at all. Yes, but yeah, we need to do test actually, MZ. By the way, I mentioned that team yesterday, and I would say this team is going to be fun to play, you know, especially in Spyla bases, in like auto team. And yeah, not gonna lie, because by using normal attack, you still can like, like she can swill anyway, you know. But still, it's Cinder City on Chasca, Furina with Golden Troop, Mavuika with either Golden Troop or with Crimson or with like whatever you have, like but DPS, sub DPS, and Citlali with EM, like 2-piece or something like that. I would say like Flower of Paradise Lois is not the best option. It's better to use 2-piece with Elemental Mastery. In this case, you can get more Elemental Mastery, or you can use Golden Gilded Dreams. Gilded Dreams also like increase your elemental mastery. So yeah, something like that. But yeah, that team MZ, I totally agree with you. Might be not a bad team at all. Ordux, hear me out. Best team in game: Chasca, Citlali, Mavuika, and Furina, or Benny. Okay, like I got it. MZ, you completely. I agree with you. Isn't it? Oh, I can imagine the team. How deadly it will be. Oh, still remember the triple Magokenki event, best event. Oh yeah, that triple Magokenki actually, it was indeed the best event in the game, not gonna lie. I like it so much. Unfortunately, what's the problem with Hoyo? Like, instead of giving us like let's say, yes, they increase that banner, maybe they will increase that banner duration. I mean, like new characters banner, like up to
When you lose your way,
42
gaining
days.
some
I
altitude
want
can bring
they
some
do the
perspective.
same with some events like that triple Magokenki, you know, like just imagine you can do the same event, like do test something throughout the whole patch. That would be just crazy, you know. They limiting events. That's bad. Like, yes, of course, like I don't want to like, I mean, like fight, like, you know, combat events, you know, would be nice. But I would say go Arlecchino because Mavuika will rerun at 5 points. Yes, I'm not crazy. Hoping. You know why? Like, I wouldn't suggest you Xenix. If you ask me, it makes no sense to go for 2 pyro characters, since Mavuika is better in any case. She is better as DPS, on-field DPS, she is better as off-field DPS, she is great as sub-DPS, you know, she is way better. She is better in reaction, you know, like with Mavuika you can do Virgin, with Arlecchino you can, it's difficult, you need to go for a shield, it means less damage, so yeah, and Virgin is not a great option for Arlecchino, you know. In this case, like Mavuika is way better in any case. Yes, if you need double pyro teams, let's say one of team is going to be like on a first side, another on a second side, then yes, you can go, but still I wouldn't suggest. You know why? Because Mavuika can go without Xianling and Bennett. It means you can use Xianling and Bennett on the second teams. So yeah, Mavuika is a waste if you ask me, especially constellations. If you have Mavuika, I'm sorry, my bad, yeah. Arlecchino, of course, Arlecchino. Arlecchino is a waste. If you have Arlecchino, that's like, it's okay. I have Arlecchino, but I still definitely will go for Mavuika, and I will replace my Arlecchino, by the way. Even though she is not bad. In my opinion, yes, about that like rerun, I agree with you, but you know, like at the moment, if you know as Enix, they second version of Mavuika, they buff Mavuika's constellation too. That's crazy, instead of nerfing. Because she's so powerful, she's just incredibly powerful. Arlecchino is now not even, like, you know, in terms of damage actually, Constellation 0 Arlecchino with Bennett and Constellation 0 Mavuika, it's actually close to each other. But Mavuika is way easy to use, you know? Her burst is insanely powerful. She gets that state after using that burst, which gives you up to 500% normal charge attack damage. Just imagine, that's crazy. That's insanely crazy multiplier. And also, she doesn't need any energy, you know, because as you know, guys, she can use her burst when she has 100 fighting spirit. 80 of this fighting spirit she gets by using her skill. It means like you already have like let's say the number you need. You need only 20 Night Soul points, fighting spirit points, and that's it. And you can get it by using normal attacks or at least one Dendro character on your team. Dendro, I mean like Natlan character on your team. Mavuika, Zitlali. 1 million. Oh yeah, about that. It's my 1 million. You can do that, by the way. Hero hit Hardun, same vortex. I don't know why I can't switch my main DPS to Arlecchino. What?
Why do I have to write so many papers?
I don't know why I can't switch my main DPS to Arlecchino or any other. I mean, like, I didn't get it. I mean, like, you cannot switch it because... Oh, you mean like, yes. I mean, like, you know why? Maybe I got the question. Maybe because, you know why? Because Arlecchino is dedicated on field. Like, she needs to be on field. I mean, like, it's no way you can use it off field. I mean, yes, you can, but what's the problem with Arlecchino? When she marks an enemy, she only applies 1U or 2U or of like Pyro Aura, and it's for a short period of time. Within the time you can do swirl or something like that, you know, but still you lose some weight because you need to cook that mark and Z grab it back by using Arlecchino's charge attack. So yeah, she is complicated if you compare with Mavuika. Way complicated, you know? But yeah, like... Okay, I catch... Chasca exploration and DPS as well is good. Yeah, actually Rohit, if you ask me, I like Chasca, like, because you know why? I mean, like, she's not broken. Damage is okay. The problem is when you face like many enemies, she's still okay. By the way, Rohit, like, if I already like level up this weapon, and I use this weapon. By the way, it's not bad. It's a little bit better than Hoyoverse Scarp I used, and my overall stats is like 53 plus 40 from Obsidian Codex and 201. By the way, yes, like my artifact is not so great. Yesterday, guys, I used that artifact transmuter and got like this beauty. Actually, this one, this one is better. Like, yeah, if you compare with this one, because it gives me more attack. Let me switch. Actually, yes, I lose a little bit crit damage and a little bit crit rate, but I get a lot of attack, you know? So let me check how much is 1.5, right? Just a second. So yeah, artifact transmuter, it's so mean to me. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Let me check it. It's 100 only. It's not so... Yeah, I will keep this one. Oh, congrats with that. Actually, yes, she's not bad. What about your animo main? If you ask me, I don't like, for me, main animo, like, you know, like, I never had DPS animo, and if you ask me, I don't want to say Chasca is a, like, yes, she is kind of DPS, but she is not animo DPS, by the way, if you ask me. Because, you know why, right? It's not correct to say that Chasca is animo DPS. She is not animo DPS, because she might be Hydro, Cryo DPS, she might be Electro and Pyro DPS, but definitely not Animo. Because if you check her talents and passive, etc., something like that, Animo DPS, it's so low, but according to this, each element type will grant Chasca 1 stack of Spirit of the like Radiant. It's like if you have different elements. And damage is increased by 50, 35 if you have Unique, and 65. It wants like max stacks at 3. So yeah, let's say if you use like Faruzan is bad for Chasca at all, you know. Even Faruzan like gives you up to like crazy amount of stats. She's still not so great. I mean, that passive is just insane. She's not animo DPS, but she can swill, you know. She can be super helpful. Vortex, I think I'm stealing my kinich artifact for Chasca. I will suggest you. I did the same, by the way, but my kinich is okay. Let me show you my kinich. My kinich with that weapon. By the way, this weapon for Mavuika is great. You can use this one if you have, but I wouldn't suggest you, actually. Even though like everybody says that this weapon is great, this weapon is bad at refinement 1. You need couple refinement. If you have like refinement 3 or like highs, then or higher than that, then yes. But at R1, it's not so great. This one is better. You can use this one, by the way. This one is not bad at all, because like after a party member triggers a pyro-related reaction, the equipment character elemental skill is increased. If I'm not mistaken, it might be useful for arlecchino as well if you use second pyro, you know. If you use second pyro, definitely. You also can use... Which one? Yes, like we have a 5 stars, like Navia's signature weapon you can use, like other weapons as well. But Gravestone, I maybe will like switch to Gravestone because it gives a lot of like attack. About my kinich, let me show you. I like, yeah, I borrowed a couple artifacts from him, but still, he's okay. It's like 200 to like 85 with that set, you know. And with attack, actually attack is also okay. So, but still, I need to like farm a little bit because these flowers just, it's not terrible, actually, but it's not for kinich, definitely. Oh, by the way, this might be useful for him, right? Maybe. Just let me check it. Oh, actually, yes. Oh, yeah. Actually, this one is better because it's increased. Yeah, I will keep it for now. Then I also borrowed his attack because this attack is way better. But I did the same.
I'm a little out of practice these days.
Yeah, I say that Vortex because if you want
Any
both
conflicts
Arlecchino
around?
and oh yeah,
I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Yeah, like that's why I like if let's say if you want to go for Arlecchino, if you like the characters, then go for it. But if you want to build your account, I mean like just building your account and want to get the characters which is useful for your account, I wouldn't suggest you to go like both of them. You know, if you have Arlecchino, that's like, yeah, that's alright. Because no way you can like fix that, you know. But if you don't have, Mavuika is better. In terms of getting Arlecchino or Neuvillette, I would say it's better to go for Neuvillette and skip Mavuika at the moment, like on 5.3, and get it like in a future banners, you know, on a rerun. But not Arlecchino, definitely. Unfortunately, like, it's not because of like Arlecchino is bad or something. She is good, great DPS. But at the moment, the best team for her, as you know, it's Overloaded team with Chevreuse. If you have Constellation 6 Chevreuse, Bennett, and Arlecchino and Fischl, then you're okay. It's, by the way, it's the best team for Arlecchino at the moment. It's like best DPS team. It's Overloaded team, that's it. It's great damage actually, not gonna lie, but you need Constellation 6 Chevreuse, you need Fischl, Constellation 6 would be nice, you need Bennett, Constellation 6 is just incredible, better because it gives you additional 50% pyro damage bonus, and you can go Constellation 0 Arlecchino. Unfortunately, this team is a little bit like, yeah, it's a little bit like expensive if you ask me. I don't have Chevreuse at all, my Bennett is Constellation 5 for now. And Overload for me, it's kinda, you know, like, it's like, yeah, Xianyun is not a great choice, unfortunately. No, Chasca literally isn't animal girl. Yes, she's a form, yeah, actually, yes, you're right. She's not Vortex. What about Amos Bow or... No, Amos Bow is not great. Like, this damage is, like, with this weapon, is better than Amos. Oh yeah, by the way, let me just show you.
Farewell. Time to say hello.
Not now.
Let's fly. Bullseye!
Hold on to your hats.
Open fire!
I still cannot do it like in one.
The night is cold.
That's obvious because
Free.
I will do like Spiral Abyss as well.
Bullseye! Fire in the hole!
Not too far now.
Let's fly!
Because I tested
Open
in
fire!
Spiral Abyss, and actually it's not bad. I will do it in Spiral Abyss. Just a second, with Furina, Xianyun and Bennett. Amazon Skyhawk are good for chasca. Now I don't need to run after the same specific type of DPS. Oh yeah, actually yes. Yes, but the one Vortex is using, it's like, you know, like Rohit, like if you don't have that weapon, you can use like Amos Bow. Amos Bow, as like, if you remember, like we did like the test, Amos Bow is not bad at all. It's at the same level as Skyward Harp. Let me go to do some Spiral Abysses, by the way. I have to get DPS for every element now. Get Chasca instead. Oh yeah, actually Chasca, actually yes. She's DPS enabler, something like that. Oh, congrats, Yoni, congrats. My friend uses Craftable or Amos Bow. Oh yeah, Craftable is okay, by the way. If you use with Furina, that Craftable actually, it's okay. It gives you a lot of like stats. I only got Chiori and it. was actor. Chiori is not bad actually. You know why? Chiori is a character like, yes, at Constellation 0 actually she's not great. You need second Geo on a team. Like, yeah, it's a little bit like that. Like, let's say guys, like if you ask me, if you remember like that that banner, if I'm not mistaken, I suggest you to like skip Chiori, because Chiori was like a cheese. I like Chiori. If you remember, like we did like a account showcase, like Desta's account with Constellation 6. I mean, like, yeah, you don't like need that Constellation 6, but at Constellation 2 she's okay. But still, she's Geo. I mean, you know, like Geo is kinda, I don't know, like I actually don't know like Geo but Navia, if you ask me. Okay, so Rohit, let me try. You know why? Like Rohit, I switch like from like 5-star to 4-star from Amos. I usually, if you know guys, don't like to use 5-star weapons. That's why I switch to 4-star Rohit. It's only because of that. But Amos bow, if you ask me, yes, it's a good weapon for chasca. Let me give you my half-built chasca tool for review. Wait a minute. Oh, you mean like me, or like right? You want me to check that, or Chiori is only good with Kachina and Jongle? No, like Chiori, no, like no. Chiori is good with Xianyun as well. I mean, like you don't underestimate Xianyun. Xianyun is a great character. The only problem is like no one's went for Xianyun. It's like I don't know so many players who went for Xianyun. I never use her in anything than that. Oh yeah, that's alright. I mean, like you use like with Kachina because yeah, she creates a Geo, you know, like Gizmo on the field, like both of them, because of that. So yes, Xianyun. You know why Xianyun? Xianyun can increase when you use Tamotos or Saloon members or something like that, Xianyun increase their damage. So you can go the team like yes, like I tested the Destas, by the way, account. You can check like go for like lives, like my section live streams, and choose for a name like it's a great day to do the account showcase or testing account, something like that. I mean, like at the end of the stream, I did couple runs with Xianyun, Furina, Chiori, and it was Kazuha, if I'm not mistaken, or someone. I don't remember. No, it wasn't Kazuha. It was, I don't remember exactly, actually. But you can check it. Oh, Neuvillette or someone. I don't remember, actually. It wasn't Neuvillette. So yeah, it was Xianyun. It was like Chiori. It was Furina. So yeah, the team was so great. Actually, they just like I finished that like it's, let's say it was like a Spile Abyss in like 15 seconds, something like that. That was crazy actually, damage. Yeah, check it by the way. Can you all see? Yes, like Rohit, you want me to check like your chasca or what? I still playing chasca from my friend's account. Chasca is okay. I like chasca actually, but the damage is actually bad. So if you ask me, guys, let's say, should I go for chasca? I would say no. Like wait for mavuika, definitely. You know, even though chasca is fun to play, we have ororon. You can use it that flying birds, you know, to do some flying. They are pretty okay, you know, like to explore the world anyway. But yes, exploration mechanic is just on another level. Not gonna lie. Like, you know, like why? Because my main team, if you remember, like was like Xianyun or like Kinich, Kukishinobu and Kazuha, and I never imagined that I can switch my Kazuha, but I bench my Xianyun and Kazuha because of chasca. Like she gives me some damage, she is great for exploration, and if you remember, like if I'm not mistaken, that was Toto. Like he says that, and he's right actually, like 90% of this game you do exploration. You don't like Resonance, it's like a little bit limited. So 90% of this game you usually do some exploration, findings like in overworld, something like that, you know. And like luckily we have like some bosses. I mean like now, like it's not weekly bosses, it's like the like Liam, something like that. Yeah, like how they call? So yeah, like this process. So you can like fight with someone and check your damage anyway. Does Xianyun like buffer? Yes, Xianyun is a buffer for like for chlorine. I'm sorry, for Chiori, for Furina. I'm quitting. I'm guaranteed. Thank God, I swear. Oh, I get Neuvillette or Zhongli early next banner. It's up to you. I mean, like, I still wouldn't suggest you to get, but it's up to you. I mean, like, if you like one of them, then go for Neuvillette, maybe, you know? We get so many primos. Radiance increase the more you lose. Yes, the more you lose, the one, like, yeah. I hope I get Radiance on mavuika. Alright, let me do this team. So yeah, right, like it's a 4-star because like I don't like to use 5 stars so much actually. So yeah, that's why I switched the weapon. And my stats actually went down, not gonna lie. Damage also a little bit. Because whatever it takes, Amos Bow provides me more attack than this 4-star. You know? So yeah, Amos Bow is better. This one just like gives me additional elemental damage, but not elemental damage, but damage bonus up to 36%.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo! Let's light it up! Teamwork is your toast! Nice and spicy! Again! Bullseye! Knock him down! Bullseye!
Boba, get them!
Giddy up!
Time to shine!
Going in!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Hey!
Ha! Bullseye! Locked on! Fire in the hole! Yeah! Let's light it up!
Shower me with praise!
You see, like it's like it's not exactly the same time I did like it's for the first time, like let's say it's about a minute. Let me do it again. Let me do a couple times. Oh, okay, I see now. Okay, sorry, I missed that. Just a second. Guys, let me switch the window and check Rohit's chasca. All right. Oh, that's all right. I mean, like level 80, you will like. Why so low crit damage? Oh, I see. Like, yeah, but like, yeah, you need to level up. I mean, like, you know what? It's better. Yes, she's not bad, but you need to level up. I mean, like, you're low on this one. This one is like, actually, I suggest you a lot of crit rates, by the way, because you can get crit rate from here, from this one, and yes, you definitely will get from this one. So you will be alright in crit rate. Oh, crit damage, my bad. Crit damage. Unfortunately, crit rate you don't have so much, but you have a chance to get something more. It's alright, because you get like about like 72-ish something. She is already level 80, so yeah, you already get all of the ascension. Attack is okay, by the way. Yeah. Yes, because you know why? Amos Bow gives you a lot of attack. So yeah. Amos Bow actually better than that 4-star weapon. Yeah. A little bit, but better. Yeah, just level up this one. So yeah, you need to do that. I hope that you get like pretty good stats. you still can like a lot of room to, you know, like you can improve this one because this one doesn't have any crit damage, crit rate whatsoever. This one is a little bit low on crit, but has like crazy amount of crit rate. So yeah, you still like plenty room for improve, definitely. And you have attack. Oh my, attack goblet. That's crazy. And by the way, why you use 5 pieces? You can switch any of them, by the way, to like if you have great one. I would suggest you maybe switch like this one. You know why? Because yeah, you definitely have like better flower. This one gives you crit rate, which is actually might be good. I don't think you can get like you have like pretty getting good attack goblet. It's a little bit difficult. This one is, oh my, it's, yeah, this one has no crit damage, crit rate whatsoever, but has attack, so you can keep it. So yeah, switch one of them actually. You can get more like stats, or maybe like this level. Oh, level 20, 12. It's yeah, level 12. Yeah, you need to level up the artifacts. Does Xianyun like buff or something? Oh yeah. Should I level up my burst? How much? You know, like about burst. I level up my burst to level 6 at the moment, but I will level up to 9. But her skill, it's a main priority. Let me just like let me retry the challenge, and I will show you my full build. Just a second. But I would suggest yes. You know why? Because actually it's not a bad like chunk of damage. It's like pretty good.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo! Teamwork is trick! You're toast! Take me up!
Hold on to your hats.
Shower me with praise! How dare you!
Oh my, come on, you don't have HP whatsoever. If your chasca has 2 crit damage, she will be insane trust. Yes, like. Oh, bye bye, dreamers, bye bye. Should I level up my. Okay, let me just. What is your chasca team, by the way? Oh, you ask me, like my. Like, just a second, let me. Let me show you my stats. My stats, like. So, I have like. And my talents, by the way. About the talents. Like, this one is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good damage. Just keep that in mind. And it's low energy. So I would maybe suggest you to do like level 9, I would say in the future. But yes, first focus on like her skill, of course. Just a second, guys. Sorry, I'm back. So yeah, about like I would suggest you to like focus on her skill firstly. Of course, it's like it's a main source of her damage, and level up her burst. But you know, like a level 9 is more than enough. No need to go for like, let's say, crown it. Oh yeah, actually yes, like you need to crown her skill. You know why? That skill actually, yes, it's the main source of her damage. But you know what, when you use like, if you are going to use, oh yeah, my build, full build. If you're going to use chasca with like Furina, Citlali and mavuika, these talents actually it's not going to be so useful. You know why? Mostly it's because you will be as a buffer for your off-field characters, you know? My full build is like this. Weapon is like this 4-star weapon. Set is like 4-piece obsidian codex. It's actually not bad. But you still can, if you use with Furina, you can use Mercy Hunter. It's not a bad option at all. 53 to like 201. Attack by the way, I will show you. And energy recharge 140, about like 140. About my artifacts, it's like I use, no, that's obvious actually, you know that it's like attack sands, attack goblet, and crit rate, crit damage. It depends what you need. You can put any other. I mostly use Diona because my Diona is... Oh yeah, Constellation 6 Diona actually is not bad because she gives Elemental Mastery as well. I just like... why I use... Wow, by the way, why I used Lila. Lila at Constellation 4, which like for me she's Constellation 4, when I use her shield, she gives me additional normal and charge attack damage. Just a second, guys. I'll be back. Give me a minute. Sorry, I'm back. Yeah. Is Bennett, Furina, Pyro Traveler gonna be good? Oh, I don't know about that. I saw it like couple, let's say, for like gameplays of Traveler. He looks not bad, but you know what's the problem for all of the Travelers? Mostly they are DPS characters. Because of that, using Traveler with Furina and like Bennett and who is this? It's Bennett, Furina, Pyro Traveler. You can use, like, if you want to use Pyro Traveler as a main DPS. Because mostly, let's say, Hydro is like kind of main DPS, like Dendra as well. They all, if I'm not mistaken, they are main DPS characters. They are not supportive character. Me and Vortex were chatting, and it's either the best team is Sitlali, Mavuika, Chasca, and Furina, or Bennett. Not Bennett, but yes, this team actually, like Furina, Mavuika, Sitlali, and Chasca might be not a bad team at all. Furina is crazy actually, yes. Furina is everywhere actually now, you know why? Furina is so great character. Alright, let me try it again.
Let the world come alive! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Goba, get... Let's fly! Locked on! Knock him down. Nice and spicy! Locked on! Time to shine! Let's light it up! Everybody stamp your toast! Shower me with... Let's fly! Locked on! Locked on! Open fire!
So you see, like, you know why sometimes its damage is okay, and other times, like, you see, like, it's within the minutes. It's the same time with like Hoyoverse Carp and like with Amos Bow. Because like, since she converts bullets in like so random way, it can be like a little bit annoying. I mean, like, yeah, getting the same damage. Actually, with Chasca, it's impossible to get the same damage. Because that bullets conversion, by the way, it's like, even if you get Constellation, like crazy something Constellation, it's still impossible. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, only Constellation 6 is more reliable, kinda. I can imagine Chasca doing 4k EM with them. Oh no, like 40k, like, no, like, I don't think this damage is possible, if you ask me. You know, like, it's impossible, 40k damage with Chasca. But maybe, maybe with Constellations, yes. With Constellation, actually, it's possible. It's Constellation 2 is okay. And 3, by the way, increase her skill level. But at Constellation, like, 0, even with her signature weapon, I don't think it's possible. I mean, you can do something. Actually, maybe, yes, possible. But not at Constellation 0. Yeah, at the moment I do, but like 50k, something like that. And it also depends on like conversion. I mean, bullet conversion. But still, she is crazy. Like, you know, like, for me, she is good because of exploration ability. Like, yeah, using something like this, flying. It's like within like Teyvat. It's so crazy, actually. She is way more easy to use than Xianyun. And she fly. Let's say she covers like more distance than Xianyun. And also cooldown 6.5 seconds. That's crazy. I'm literally doing Fontaine and Sumer exploration to get Chasca. For real? Oh, I see. My friends is farming for me kinich account. Oh, that's crazy, actually. So you want to get Chasca, MZ, but you don't have her. Ah, I see. I wish you best of luck. I'm actually, let's say, I want to warn you in advance. Don't expect crazy damage from Chasca. Sometimes the damage is so terrible because like that random bullets conversion. Overall, she's okay. But yes, she is great against shields. That new type of iron shields, you know, guys. She is great against them because, as you know, guys, her charge attack shots 6 bullets. Each elemental reaction, like, which you do against that shield, clears 1 instance of that shield. But Natlan characters can clear 3 instances. It means with 1 charge attack, she can clear 18 instances of that shield. So yeah, let's say if you do like 3 charge attacks, you can like completely, or 4 charge attacks, you can completely destroy that shield. She is great against that shields, actually. So yeah. Okay, I will see. I hope like 40k it's possible. Not gonna lie, MZ. Xianyun Whale is easy exploration. Crazy place, by the way. I like Xianyun Whale. She's the best exploration character works on, and even when mavuika comes, yeah, she will be way better. Oh yeah, like if you, yeah, of course, like you no need to compare for like mavuika with Chasca. Yes, Chasca still will be the best in exploration, but you never know. Like, you know, like I thought the same when I got Xianyun. I thought Xianyun is so crazy and no one can like even compete Xianyun, but it ended up like with Chasca. I like actually. Oh, like, yes, I was super lucky because as you know, guys, I won 50-50 on Chasca. So it wasn't like intentional. I just want to spend my 50-50, that's it. But yeah, and that's ended up like, yeah, she's crazy. I like her a lot now. Now, Wardox, I'm getting her cause of exploration and she's fun as fuck. Yeah, she's fun, not gonna lie. Yeah, my Primogems bank is the last area of Sumeru and Xianyun. Oh, I see. Ah, that's why. Don't miss out also my favorite elemental animal. Your for real animal is your favorite element. That's crazy, actually. For me, it's like, I don't know, like, actually. I like maybe more Electro, because Electro, it's like, can react literally with any element we have. Like, with any of them, you know, with Cryo, with Dendro, with Geo, with Animo, with So yeah, maybe electro.
Farewell. Tell me what you see.
My guiding stars. Let's run.
You see, she can work like 2 bullets in pyro. I don't know why pyro
Open
is like...
fire.
That's why damage is so low.
Hold on to your hats.
So yeah, let me just do a couple tests. Because, you know why? Let me go like full pyro, if you don't mind. Yes, I know the damage is going to be a little bit low. Okay, let me check, like, let me go electro and double. By the way, you know, like what? You can use even like a level, like 20 characters. You will completely okay with chasca. You don't need to go like some powerful characters. That's crazy, actually. Let's go Barber, like it's if I need some
I'll take care of it.
healing. And you know what? Like, by the way, guys, chasca has some immunity. She has immunity to be frozen. I mean, she cannot be frozen. Also, she cannot be frozen. She cannot be struggled. It's like, you know that abyss mage which like shot you with that bubbles. She cannot be bubbled, right? And she cannot be. It's like Zhongli's burst, like per something, like so. Yeah, like when he attacks, like. How it's called? Just a second. Let me check it to be precise. Yeah, petrification. She cannot be petrified like this. Neuvillette is insane, but in some cases I can see mualani doing. No, like mualani do like. Let's say if you fight against single target, mualani is better. But you know what? Like it depends on enemy as well, because if enemy is pretty fast and mobile, it's a little bit difficult to do damage with mualani. It's like, yeah, it's a little bit like annoying. Even though they fix mualani, as they said, it's that fix. It's like kind of the same. Okay, let me try like this one.
Not too far now.
It's only hydro. Damage is terrible, actually.
Open fire.
Damage is so terrible.
Locked on.
Yeah, well, you know what? And let me go like not. Let me go cry on hydro. You know why damage is terrible? Because of like when you get like the more different element you have on your team, the more is damage. Only Constellation 1, if I'm not mistaken, fix that. Okay. Let me then go like. Oh yeah, actually, Shinchu? No, Shinchu is like. I don't want to use Furina actually, you know why? Because yeah, I just want to use like some low level characters. Oh, let me go Barber. Let's use Barber. Oh, spin impact, yes, actually yes. Yeah, you're right. Then like it's like spin to win, it's like yeah, it works actually, and it's crazy if you ask me. That spin to win actually, it's so useful. I never used it actually completely. You know why? Because you need to change your mouse settings, you know, to use it. At full speed, I would say, you know? But still, it's crazy.
Time to say hello. I'm free.
Take me up.
Oh my God.
Fire in the hole. I'll protect us. Let's run. Locked on. Open fire.
Actually, just a second. I think I messed up a lot. You know why? Because you need pyro actually against this ones. Just a second. Let me check the rules of this domain. You need pyro if I'm not mistaken. Oh, you need pyro. So yeah, add characters who can trigger pyro-related reaction to. Okay. Alright, my bad. So you need pyro. So if it's pyro, you can, yeah, like, yeah, you get more damage. So yeah, let me use the team I used before.
Got a job.
Got a job for me. No winning anymore is back in the city. Oh. By the way, Imaginary Theater is going to be released like in 5 days, something like that. So yeah, we're pretty close.
Tell me what you see.
Bullseye!
Knock him down.
Not too far now.
Take me up! Open fire!
Still, it depends on like on conversion. If she converts bullets in one way, you can get more damage. If she converts bullets in another way, you can get less damage. It's actually so random, but it is what it is. It's like chasca is. That's alright anyway. Just waiting for cryo animadio. Cryo. Okay, like. So yeah, I would like against like this mobs, you know, like I mean like this shield. Like we have a lot of like enemies with that shield, like within 5.2. I mean like new region, you know. This one actually, it's like yeah, you need like.
Let's get it on!
Not go. You're free now. Be free.
Not now! Let's run!
Since this boss is single target, actually she deals like pretty decent amount of damage. If you notice that, she just like clear like, and also like yeah, she now uses resistance bar. That's why it's like it lasts for a long time.
Locked on!
So yeah, like, but yes, like she used that phlogiston bar. Like, because of that, you can like do it like for a long time. You saw weekly boss next update? Oh yeah, I saw that. Like he's actually, that boss is crazy. Yeah, that boss is that's actually not bad. But yeah, we can handle it anyway, you know. By the way, chasca, in my opinion, is the way. I like fighting him. You know why? Because she can clear that, as you told you guys, like she clears that shield like so quickly. Oh yeah, but I can do like some bosses. Let me go, like, you know why I try to avoid like doing something within this area? Because of quests, but still, let me try it. The boss is actually too slow. Oh, like, yeah, he's slow. Oh yeah, you need like, you mean like this new one? Yes, because you know why? Because of chasca. Yes. What is this place? Okay, I don't want to start any, like, you know, let's say, yeah, any quest or something like that, because I still have a couple. Oh, like, oh, guys, like about the mats, like, we still don't know which mats needs mavuika, because according to the leaks, like she needs the same books as Kinich and Kinich, chasca, and Xilonen, which actually I don't believe in that. In my opinion, she might be used in other talent books. You know, like which one? Let me show you. Maybe because that's she has the same, like, yeah, she might be using like this one. You know why? Because it has the same sign. I mean, like this emblem. Mavuika has the same emblem. So yeah, no need to be rushed and like farm these books now. Yes, I still keep something like for future, but in my opinion, like this is the way. Like this box is for mavuika. We still need to get some info. I balance my Kazuha and Ian want to check my build. Oh yes, of course I can, MZ. Just a second. It's like your second account or like me? Let me check it, no problem. Because you know why? For Kazuha, unfortunately, even though Kazuha is crazy, you need some elemental energy recharge. Without energy recharge, unfortunately, he's not so great. I mean, like, Oh, and by the way, level. You need to level him up. Yeah, because he benefits from level. Nice elemental mastery and... Oh, that's alright. That's crazy, actually. By the way, what I will suggest you, like in the future, even though you're free to play, I would suggest you, if Xiphos weapon is show up, I would suggest you to like do at least like maybe singles or one multi for that weapon. You know why? That weapon is just crazy. Way, way better than any other weapons in this game. I mean, like, great supportive weapon. But yeah, stats are great. Oh yeah, let me find.
Time to go.
We should have like some enemies like in here. Oh yeah, I mean like this one. You know, like with the irons, it's a kind of iron shield, something like that. You know, like chasca can like destroy.
Not too far now.
The night is cold. Yeah!
You see, like he is in that shield state. You see the shield? It's like
Open fire!
she destroys the shield pretty fast. Yeah, maybe damage is not so great, but she destroys the shield pretty fast. By the way, about like by the way, about like Sucrose, if you ask me, Sucrose is another character who needs to be level 90. You know why? Because of Swirl. That's the same as Kazuha. Just keep that in mind. If you have books, I would suggest like to level up Kazuha first, and Mora, level up Kazuha first, then level up your... Oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm a little sleepy. I'm sorry about that, really sorry. So yeah, you know why? Because like he benefits from that a lot. I mean, from level. Oh yeah, by the way, about Xiphos, I have the same like the same energy recharge, but when I use this Xiphos, that Xiphos gives me additional 36% energy recharge. On top of that, that weapon, I mean Xiphos, gives some energy to your teammates. You know, so yeah, it's about like 10%, something like that. Actually, quite useful. About that boss, yes, I agree with you. That boss is not so fast, or like he's super slow. I only have like 3 purple books, Vortex. 304. 304. Oh yeah, I see. Then keep it. If you have like not so much, keep it. Because if I'm not mistaken, level it up from like... Yeah, you need 160. It's a lot. Yeah, it's better to like keep for mavuika, definitely. Yeah. Because you need to level up to level 90, you need about 400 books. Let me just... yeah, let me go the same. Oh yeah, let me... You know what? Let me use this team. Let me use like Furina, Ororon and Bennett. Unfortunately, Xianyun is better. A little bit. I tested a couple times. I'm sorry, red books for real? Red books, you mean like that's medium books, right? Like, yeah. That's crazy. Queen, Sucrose, and Kazuha can wait a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Like, yes. If you ask me, then yes, definitely. I mean, like, it's better to level up your like mavuika, future mavuika. Alrighty, let me just...
Strike a pose! Let my name echo!
Time to say hello. Farewell.
I'm going in! Take me up! Open fire!
Knock him down.
You see the
Let's
damage.
light it up.
You see the damage. Damage is low because like, yeah, damage is actually low. Like with Xianyun is better, unfortunately. And unfortunately, you need like Bennett, and you need again Bennett again, which is like circle impact. So yeah. And I found out mavuika books are same as mualani, and I'm cooked for talent books as well. For real, for as mualani? Let me check it. I don't know about the books actually. Let me check it real quick. Because they told us that like, yeah, it's like just a second, book materials. Oh, that's yeah, that's like it's like, yeah, it's the same books like Mualani uses. You're right. You still have time, though. Artifact gambling, yes. Artifacts is just, yes, so bad actually in this game. Like yesterday I used my transmuter again. Oh my god, it's so terrible. Like it's the third time I cannot get any like this. Actually this piece is okay. I switched to my I give it to my kinich, but still it's terrible. Just imagine flat defense. Damn, bro.
Shower me with praise. Let the world teamwork is dreamwork. Open fire. Open fire!
Hold on to your hats.
Bullseye! Adventure time! Yoo-hoo!
How are you?
Time to shine! Let's light it up! I'm going in! Scuba, get them! Let's fly! Open fire! Shower me with praise! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let the world collide! Eat this! Ha!
Knock them down.
Yeah, so you see, like it's anyway, it's within 1 minute. It's not bad timing, but actually, you know, it's not bad timing, but still, like with 5-star it's better, because let's say with a 5-star with Amos or with Skyward Harp, its timing is better. So yeah, Barber is like, yeah, actually yes. Oh, Transmuter MZ, yes, Transmuter is so bad actually, you know. I don't want it yes, I used like Transmuter to get Obsidian Codex. Yes, it was terrible. I need to do the video, by the way. It was so bad. By the way, let me check with Bennett, you know, why not? Chasca D unfortunately doesn't give me any buff. About Chasca's immunities, by the way, guys, you can check it. She cannot be freeze. She cannot be like that bubbled, you know. That's great. I didn't know that. If I'm not mistaken, it's the first character in the game with that abilities. No, we have some, like, actually we have full complete immunity, like, but when you within some state, you know. Let's say Raiden has some like electro, if I'm not mistaken, she gets electro immunity, electro related reaction immunity when you're in her burst state. Chasca, when she is in Night Soul blessing state, she gets that immunities. Oh my.
Off we go!
Tell me what you see.
Not now! Take me up! Locked on! Fire
Not too far now.
The night is cold.
Let's fly. Open fire. Open fire.
Because Bennett give me like a buff. Yeah, so at 1k. You know, I got Candace construction. By the way, Candace. You know that Candace is not a bad option for, might be not a bad option for normal charge attacks, if I'm not mistaken. Like, let me check it real quick. I don't have this constellation. If you have constellation 6, she is great for arlecchino, actually better than Shinchu, and she's great for mualani. And might be better for chasca as well. Because, let me check it, my Candace is... It's only like, yeah, it's only normal attacks. So yeah, it's only for arlecchino and like, yes, mualani. It's not for, it's not charge attacks, right? Elemental damage to opponents using normal attacks, yeah. It's normal attacks. But it's like actually great constellation.
Sometimes a shrouded path is not meant to be walked. Move forward. Blind ambition, and the smoke might...
Oh, 73, let's do it again. Yeah. I found out Skara can only go up while Chasca goes up and down. Oh yeah, actually... Oh, I didn't know that. For real? Oh, that is interesting. I see. Yeah, Chasca can go down. You're right. Ah. Yeah. Chasca can go down. And she can go up and fly. Ah, I didn't know that. Oh, like, you know, like, I skipped Wanderer back then because that ability actually, I didn't like it. And damage was so bad at Constellation 0, you know. Even so, Wanderer in some cases might be maybe better because, you know what, like, why? He has that dodge ability, I mean, he can dodge. And because of that, like, yes, she's maybe, might be a little bit more useful in some cases. But in terms of damage, I would say, like, Chasca is better. At Constellation 0, of course.
Let's light it up!
He's free!
I'm going in!
Time to say hello!
Take me up! Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on!
Hold on to your hats.
Farewell!
Not now!
And the cooldown is so low, I mean, like,
Open
you
fire!
can literally...
Open fire!
Yeah, just like... Okay, bye-bye MZ, bye-bye. Yeah, Wanderer needs a Constellation 6000 and Constellation 2 if you... Yes, actually yes. Wanderer needs that character, unfortunately. Okay. So yeah, like, if you notice that, like, when you fight against like 3 enemies, its damage is actually bad. But when you fight against like single enemy, just let me show you. Yeah, it's a book mats if I'm not mistaken. Just let me show you. She's way more better. She's just like a couple shots and that's it. Because like she distributes the damage between the enemies, and that's the problem. Even though you see high numbers, this number is like divided by the number of enemies you have. Oh no, it's not this one. Yeah, my bad. It's like, yeah, it's a weapon mats one. Just a second. Yeah, this one. Kirara? Oh, I know. Like Kirara for like which character? Kirara for Chasca definitely no, because she's Dendro. You know, like you cannot like with Chasca you cannot use Animo, you cannot use Geo, you cannot use Dendro. Overall, you know, like what? I have Kirara, but let me show you. I have Kirara, but you know, like I prefer to use Yao Yao. Yao Yao for me is just crazy because she applied Dendro. Like her Dendro application is okay. She is a healer. She has like literally like non-stop Dendro application. You know why? Because like this one lasts for 10 seconds, but then you have like 5 seconds of like radish duration. It's like, yeah, it's a radish on the field. And when they blow up, like they apply Dendro as well. So it's literally it's like non-stop Dendro. Also her burst is actually pretty good. Yeah, it lasts for like, it's short for 5 seconds, but it's like, it's okay. Great healer and great application. That's why Kirara for me is not an option. Kirara, that shield, like, she's not bad though. I mean, like, she's not bad though. Okay, like, against this boss, let me show you.
Be free.
Let's light it up.
I will do the same.
My guiding stars.
Locked on.
You see the damage? Like, it's like,
Open fire.
that's it. It's a couple of shots and that's it. So yeah, like, of course, like, I have blessing, if I'm not mistaken. Just let me so yeah, the point is, when you fight against like multi-targets, like Chasca is a little bit like, yeah, she is disappointed actually. But in overall she's okay. In Spiral Abyss, yes, it's a little bit tricky. And by the way, this Spiral Abyss also gives us like huge damage. It's blessing especially for that blessing is especially for Chasca. But even that blessing is not so helpful. And that's a problem. So yeah, the damage is like, yeah, it's bad. I hope like future characters can be useful. Oh, hi Toto, how are you doing?
Adventure time.
Go! You're free now! Not too far now!
Not now.
Teamwork is strength. Locked on.
Knock him down.
Be free!
My guiding stars. The night is cold.
Let's light it up.
Time to say hello!
Let's run. Open fire. Bullseye.
I have both arlecchino and chlorine. Should I go for the weapon? No, definitely no. I mean, like a weapon banner for them? No, definitely Toto. You know why? Because you mean like for like arlecchino's weapon and for chlorine's weapon. Chlorine's weapon actually is not bad because it gives you 44 crit rate if I'm not mistaken, and then 20 crit. Oh, I'm sorry, crit damage, and then 20 on top of that. But I still wouldn't suggest you, because you know why? Like now it's like a question, like should you go for arlecchino if mavuika will be released in 5.3? I would say no, because arlecchino mavuika is so great. Like as you know, like second beta, like they buffed arlecchino again, like her constellation, her second constellation buffed like on second beta. So yeah, she is crazy, and if they're not going to nerf her, then she is way better than any other character. I mean, like if you compare with like arlecchino especially. So definitely it's going to be a waste if you ask me. I mean, like going for a weapon. Mavuika is better, and Mavuika can use like free-to-play weapons, you know. All right. Oh, I got a couple artifacts. Let me just. They actually add pretty good feature in here. You know what? This one is like, yeah, you just press the button and it shows you the last artifacts you get. It's actually super useful. Oh, you're welcome, Toto. You're welcome. I mean, so yeah, I got this one. I will keep it. And I got this one. Let me try if I can get crit rate. Is it possible? Actually, maybe. Let me just like check crit rate. Oh yeah, I have this one. Okay. yeah, unfortunately not so great artifacts for me. Because yeah, it was terrible. Did you 100%? Oh no, not yet. Like Toto, it's like, you know why? Because all of my other maps, it's 100, and you know, like we are not going to get any new region like within 5.3 and 5.4. Just keep that in mind. Because of that, I usually like do exploration a little bit late, you know, to keep some content like for future. Like, you know, like opening the game again. Like, yes, now like we have chasca. Let's say I can explain why. Because Xilonen's like 5.1 was super boring because of Xilonen. Xilonen is a great character. Unfortunately, she is so easy to use and she is so straightforward. You literally don't... You just like need to give her defense and use her skill and couple normal attacks. At Constellation 0, of course. That's it. You don't need to do anything else. With Chasca though, you can do like... Yeah. You can do like different team comps, you know, like say, like let's say different stats, etc., something like that. It's more fun, I would say. About 100%, no, not yet, but I will do it in the future, definitely. And by the way, what I would suggest you, if you ask me, I would suggest you to like finish like tribe missions like this ones, you know, like we have, like this, like red ones. Like one of them, like I finished like Chasca's tribal. It's like the place like was here. Actually, it was pretty fun. This one is for Janssen. So I would suggest, you know why? Because in 5.3 we are going to get Traveler and this Pyro Traveler. And this mat, it's like his constellation mats. Just let me show you. This one's. It's for his constellations, if I'm not mistaken. So just keep that in mind. You need those mats. And also, alongside this mat, you can somehow get like this ones. This is for Traveler as well. And I assume that in like 5.3, we are going to get new boss who can drop like this stuff, you know? Maybe. Maybe because 8, it's not enough. It's like, you know, like why I think that? Because it's like, this is a world bosses, weekly bosses, you know, all of the mats. And since this one is like near to them, almost like it's a weekly boss as well. Okay. Let me just like, yeah.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you?
Ancient alchemy truly is fascinating.
Let me craft some artifacts. It's about like 11 already. Let me get some artifacts.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Oh yeah. Okay, unfortunately. Hey Yoni, how are you doing? Welcome back. 72 PD on America server. Well, I'm gonna go now. Good night. Yeah, good night. Good night. Thanks for joining. Yes, I'm about to finish the stream as well because yes, it's a little bit late here. But I will be online tomorrow. Like we covered all of the news. The only thing left, it's like, yeah, it's questionable. It's about that 42 days duration. Would be nice to get something like that. So yeah, because like the 5.3 characters looks just amazing, not gonna lie. And by increasing that duration, actually they're not messing up with let's say with the banner, like the gacha system at all. It will last longer, that's it. And yeah, we're not so far away, by the way. Like, let's say we were far away. Just a second, let me check it real quick. You can check, by the way, how many days left by using this one. It shows you exactly the timing, like it's 36 days and 4 hours until like the future, like mavuika. So yeah. Hey Destin, I just woke up. What's new we got today? How are you doing? Yes, I'm like about to finish. Like, what's in news? Like, we got the main news actually is like the topic of the stream. It's like we are going to get maybe as you know, like we got some info about future banners, like, and mavuika with Citlali on the same banner. They maybe will change the duration of the banner from 21 days to 42 days. So what they are going to do? They will place the new character on a first phase, which lasts for not for 21 days but 42 days, and second phase will be like reruns characters, like beginning from the version 5.3. So that's actually crazy if you ask me. It's like, because you know, like if you are low on your Primogems, or let's say you don't know like if character is needed for you or something like that, you can wait a little bit, you know, for a whole patch, and then decide if the, like, let's say if Citlali is good for your account or not, or something like that. Or if you are low on Primogems, you need to, like, let's say get all the Primogems from specific version to get the character. Actually, it's crazy if you ask me. Yes, exactly. Like, longer days to farm, you need to, like, no need to rush about the character, but it's only for a brand new characters. Just keep that in mind. It's only for like, and it means like we definitely will get that brand new characters on first phase. You know, it's not like previous one or kinich mualani. You remember, like kinich like was on a second phase, mualani on a first phase. So yeah, something like that. No, like two new brand characters on a first phase. Like 2 or 1, it depends on a patch, because yeah, Xilonen was alone if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, and it lasts for 42 days. Yeah, actually it's not bad, it's cool, and can get both in one patch. Oh, actually yes, it might be a little bit a problem actually. You know why? Because the problem is it's going to be the same 4-star. Yeah, that's a problem, because if you notice that, like, let's say chasca, it's not a chasca, let's say it's mavuika, right, and Citlali, it's the same 4 stars. That's a problem. Yeah, because let's say it's a waste actually it's a waste if you ask me, because just imagine like a few like next, like second phase, we'll get some new 4-star, right, and you want that 4-star. So yeah, it's my opinion. It's a little bit greedy by Mihoyo, but still it is what it is. It's okay. I am completely okay with that. Longer for, yeah, it's the same like 3-star characters, unfortunately, but it's still okay. I mean, I'm completely okay with that, because you know why? Mostly, let's say most of the players still go for a 5-star, not a 4-star. This ororon is actually so cool, not gonna lie. Even at Constellation 0, he's just insanely crazy. He's so fun to play. And you know, like, you just like hold that spacebar, I mean like the keyboard key, and that's it. He's just like... Unfortunately, like when he's outside Natlan, he uses stamina. When he is inside Natlan, he uses phlogiston bar. So yeah. That's a problem a little bit, but that's alright. Yeah. And he was like... but still fun. So yeah. Like yeah, also we have a banners, by the way, for like 5.3. It's going to be mavuika, Citlali, arlecchino and chlorine. Still, it's still a little bit early to say something. But most likely, yes, it's going to be like these characters. No Furina, unfortunately, if you wait for Furina. And by the way, you know like what? He has like immunity to fall because of this ability. Yeah, this one, it's his stamina as well. It's pretty helpful. Sometimes.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you? Hear my wishes.
Okay. So guys, like it's a little bit late here. I will be online tomorrow though. Like yeah. By the way, it's also it's a buff for Constellation 2 Mavuika as well. Today we got a buff for Mavuika, even though she is like incredibly powerful.
I got you, boss.
Instead of nerfing, they somehow buffed her. Also we had like a gameplay of like Traveler. I mean Pyro Traveler. He is maybe okay, we'll see. I mean like, unfortunately like all other Travelers, he is like Pyro one, is like DPS character on field DPS. So he is not a supportive character.
Hear my wishes.
What effect Mavuika? Like overall it's damage. Overall it's like about like 60% more damage. Constellation 2. So yeah, they increase the damage a little bit. She's crazy enough. At Constellation 0 she's like just insane, but Constellation 2 like gives more damage, up to 60%. That's crazy. Like it's not maybe 60, it's like 55-ish something. So yeah, that's crazy. Okay guys, like yeah, it's a little bit late. But I will be online tomorrow, like at the same time. I hope we can get something. You know why? Because let's say I want to, like that 42 days will be officially announced, because it's crazy actually. Yeah, the problem is like yeah, the same 4-star, but that's alright. I mean mostly, as you know guys, you like chasing for a 5-star, you know. That's okay. Yeah, time to rest actually. Hey Tanuki, welcome back. Oh, by the way Tanuki, like save your Primogems. And you know what, like since maybe if they increase that duration, I mean like up to 42 days, you have plenty of time to like get like decent amount of Primogems. And yeah, I would suggest you to save and get Mavuika. Mavuika is crazy actually. You don't need Chasca in this case, Xilonen, etc, something like that. I mean like she is not bad in exploration as well. Yes, a little bit low duration, but that's alright. Okay guys, yeah. Thanks for joining once again, and bye bye guys. Like feel free to join tomorrow. Bye bye guys.
You're also here for Mondstadt's wine, aren't you? Which should I choose?